Check your seats, check the volume, see if you like it.
Yeah, we're excited that you're going to be working with us.
Are you?
Yeah,
Really?
we're excited.
Oh,
Why? Really shut up.
No,
Oh, we're super excited.
I was like, there's no way you'll come down.
I know.
Right, I was like, there's
Yeah.
no way. I was like, so we were
He's
excited.
our newest addition to Moneda.
Making the official announcement or what?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's why I said.
You're not,
I mean,
you're
it doesn't have to be all crazy like.
You're officially not gonna have the
we're
coolest
excited
hair
about
anymore.
content.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You heard me?
Just jamming with us, huh?
He's officially not gonna have the coolest hair anymore on the team. That's for sure.
It's all good, bro.
Joseph, it is cool.
It is? Yeah, they're gone. Wait. Hold on. Am I being punked? Hold on. Am I being punked? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
They're waiting way too nice.
no.
You can turn it up, but nobody can.
Biggie, you're gonna have to spike your hair up.
Chill out.
Huh?
What did you say?
Um,
Yeah, everybody laughing.
No!
Yeah, the mics are live. My God.
Te lo pido, por favor, no lo pienses más. Quédate conmigo el resto de mi vida. Acércate, abrázame, quiero tenerte en mis brazos. Relájate y bésame, amor eterno. No en ratos, tú y yo. ¿Qué pasaría si te robo un beso? ¿Tú qué harías? ¿Te marcharías o fueras mío de por vida? Porque tan poco tiempo eres rey de mis fantasías, dueño de todos mis pensamientos y alegrías cada día. Te lo pido, por favor, no lo pienses más. Quédate conmigo el resto de mi vida. Relájate y bésame, amor eterno. No en tratos, tú y yo.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered. The real deal. No pre-planning. No chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host,
It's
Bumper
Wacky
Gomez.
Wednesday. Let me do the recording, bro.
And we are live. Well, I could tell I've been out of the studio for since last week.
Straight up rookie move.
Straight rookie move. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Back live here in our beautiful big city of San Antonio, Texas. Nobody can see you yet, Angelica. Just to let you know.
Well, I don't know. There's three
I
cameras
told you, look
there.
over here.
Well, it's all facing you, so now I see. Okay, my bad.
No, man, shout out to everybody that's already tuning in on Facebook and on YouTube. You guys are in for a great show. Just like the cover said, unplugged. I'll be honest with you. I had to pull nails and teeth to get Angelica to do unplugged. She just wanted to talk about just herself. She didn't even want the band here, to be honest with you. But we're making it happen. No, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in every single week. You're in for a great show tonight. So without further ado, man, we have a lot of like badass announcements tonight.
We do. We have
Dang.
a lot to talk about.
All right, here's my crew I'm hanging out with tonight.
What up?
Hey, there it is.
What's
Grupo
up?
Moneda's in the house with beautiful Angelica. Again, welcome everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook. We really, really appreciate that you're tuning in with us this beautiful Wednesday evening.
Yeah. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing out there in Tejano social media land?
Turn your mic like that way a little bit.
Oh, this way?
There you go.
I wasn't
Perfect.
sure because at K Alamo, they're always like speaking to it from here, not from here. But
Oh,
hey,
wait.
whatever works. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love K Alamo, man, but those mics at K Alamo ain't got shit on mine.
No.
Damn.
Hey, don't be.
I'm in a
Hey, those
bed.
are my buddies over there.
Oh, no,
Don't
shout out
be,
to
don't be
all
talking,
our
don't be
good friends at
talking
K
ish
Alamo.
about K Alamo. They're my buddies over there. Shout out to K Alamo.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them.
So, it's like they walked in my door and I'm just like, no big hugs, no big like, mess. Can I just see you all weekend?
Nothing.
Right?
They're
It's like,
like-
literally,
I
like,
was
you're
like,
just coming
hey,
down
Mom.
from your
We
room.
went
How's it
straight
going,
to
bro?
the
What's up,
fridge.
man?
Yeah, we went straight to the fridge, got a couple beers, made a taco. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
What's up,
We're-
Wicha?
we're
We called her
good.
upstairs. You know.
But no, we're here with Grupo Moneda. Like I said, you know, Angelica, if you guys didn't know, she was new female vocalist of the year at the Tejano Music Awards last year. What an honor. You know, I was on to actually interview her when she first was taking on this
Yeah.
this Tejano role, right?
Yeah.
Angelica, because you sing a lot of, well, I know a lot of people do know locally, but a lot of people outside the area of San Antonio
Yes.
don't know that you sing in a top 40 band.
Yes, I sing in a top 40 band called Velvet. And, you know, it was really great being out in the Midwest. And then now we're going to be performing in Colorado. So you're right. Now I feel like we're starting to, you know, people are starting to get to know Moneda outside of San Antonio. So that's really, really cool for us. But yeah, we have a top 40 band called Velvet. And I've had Velvet, or we've been doing that for about 7 years now. And we're usually just in San Antonio. You know, Velvet doesn't travel outside of San Antonio.
Big corporate gigs and stuff like that,
Corporate
right?
gigs, some local places, you know, chill beer
Miguel's
gardens
back
and
party,
stuff.
backyard party.
Any kind of backyard party you guys want to hire Velvet for, puro top 40, si quieren. But now, and you're the one who said it first, Bumper, the very first time that I was here, and I didn't believe it because I wanted to keep Velvet separate from my Tejano world. And you said, no, you know, that's going to bring in another demographic of people.
Yeah.
And sure enough, so many of my friends now or followers of Velvet are now showing up to our Tejano gigs. So that in and of itself has, you know, that it has spread, I feel, the Tejano genre a little bit further out.
Right.
In fact, you know, we call it cover world whenever, you know, Tweet and I are talking about Velvet world or cover band world. You know, now the musicians who play in cover world, Joseph Valdez right here, who's here with us tonight, guitar player for Velvet, now he's playing, you know, on our Tejano gigs. James Garcia from Finding Friday, Mike Rodriguez, who's on keys with us, he's now, you know, they're coming back to the dark side because they actually originated in Tejano music. You know, James and Mike and Michael, they were with Emilio and Grupo Rodeo, Guillermo, you know, all of them. So it's really, really, you called it first, and I didn't believe it, and now, you know, you'll notice my gig schedules, our gig schedules will have both the Velvet and the Moneda
Yeah, man, why not?
logo on there. You know, so if you guys come out to a Velvet show, it'll be predominantly English music. Of course, if you come out to a Moneda show, it'll be predominantly Tejano music. And, you know, that's how it is. That's how it's going to be with us.
No, for sure. And speaking of people coming out to your gigs, I don't know if I shared this story with you or Tweet. I was sharing it with Miggy before you guys got here. Man, before I even start, dude, Angelica's here, Miguel's here, Dude, puro músico pesado right here.
Puros
Dude.
heavies
Mr.
aquí.
Tweed right here from West Texas
Yo.
by way of San Antonio. He's here now, right? So,
Yes, sir.
y'all are in for a great show, man. All right, now we introduced everybody.
okay.
We're
Sorry.
going back to it.
Sorry,
So
Miguel,
this
sorry.
this last weekend, guys, we got
bring
to
it back to
spend.
me.
I got to spend the last 4 days. This last weekend in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I know you guys are like, damn, Bump, you always talk about Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on their 50th anniversary, did not, they went above and beyond. They actually broke the record by 7,000 people.
Wow.
So they had 110,000 people
Wow.
at this
Amazing.
festival. So, and to see the people out there supporting Tejano music
Yep.
outside of our locals that
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
here from San Antonio is just an amazing feeling.
It is.
And I'll tell you guys that watch the show week in and week out. If you're watching from Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, California, Florida, I know everybody loves to go to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas again this year, and I'm not taking away from Vegas, right? I'm not taking away from the Tejano Fanfare. But right, those are two big events that I think a lot of Tejano, hardcore Tejano fans make it a point to make it to either one or the other, or if you're balling like that, you make it to both, right?
Yep.
But let me tell you guys, if you're not making the last weekend in August part of your Tejano tour, so to say, Milwaukee is a place you need to go.
Yes.
Definitely.
Milwaukee's a place to go, and I'll tell you guys, you guys know Rudy Lopez, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Rudy Lopez is shout out to Rudy Lopez, Lopez
out.
Entertainment. He went out there with Marcos Orozco, and I caught him in a moment where he was just, I could see him taking it in. And I gave him the look. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, "What's up, Rudy?" He goes, "Bro, you weren't lying."
No.
I said, and right now it almost makes me choke up because I'm not lying. I'm being dead serious with you. Like, make it a point to go, to Milwaukee and check it out. It's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The weather is absolutely beautiful.
The weather's
Yeah.
great.
Right, beautiful. The people are very welcoming. It's really, really awesome.
Yep.
Now back to the Moneda performing on their second day. You started early both days, right?
Yeah, we on Friday we performed at 1
At
and
1.
at 4, and then the second day we started with
Right
the
at
minute
noon.
the gates opened.
Right. So what was really crazy was when you started early on Sunday, right? Saturday. After I called you guys up, I always make my way down to the crowd, and the crowd, like Angelica said, the crowd was just they were coming in, they were walking in, right? But there was these two Anglo couples, two of them, sitting in the very back, dead center, smack in the middle of the stage, and I kind of sat off to the side, and again, I was enjoying you guys' show. By the way, every one of y'all look freaking sharp, dude.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Hey, Moneda's they're putting that really high. Like, they're not showing up in t-shirts and jeans. I can tell you guys that. I mean, Tweet might have some tight jeans on, but he's got a badass shirt on.
There you go. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, brother.
So I see this couple, and I go sit down next to the couple, and you know me, I could talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So I just sit down and look at them, and I could see that they're husband and wife, and they're both like intrigued in the music, like they're like zoned in. And so I said, "Hey guys, you guys enjoying the show?" They're like, "Yeah." I said, "Is this your kind of music?" Or like, "No, we're from Racine. We were down here for the weekend." They said there was a festival. We came and we saw this band here yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, well, this band, and we heard her say that she was going to perform today, so we decided to get a hotel room."
Wow.
So, no, they came down for the day, Friday.
Wow.
So they got a hotel room to stay to watch you guys. I swear to
Saturday.
God,
Wow,
the next day,
that's cool.
and I'm looking at this white couple like, for real, like, right?
You want to see her?
No, not like that. I was just like really, like,
Wait a little bit
wow.
longer in it. No.
And so I started talking to him. I said, "Well, man, if you don't mind, let me give you a little," because I know they were checking out Tweet with the accordion, and I could see him like, where does the accordion fit in this stuff right here?
Yeah.
So I gave him a really quick, very quick history lesson on why the accordion is in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Germans coming here, the Mexicans already here, the whole history of Tejano music, how where it came from. And so he was like, I would have never thought about that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I said, you guys enjoy the show, and they didn't move.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw them.
Yeah, we did.
They were in the back. There were two couples.
Yeah.
They did not move. Like they
awesome.
were there from when you guys started. But it was cool for him to say, like, we came back today just to see this band.
Yeah, and even on Friday there was a couple there, and they said, they came bought merch, and I said, well, they said, you're playing again, and I said, yeah, we're gonna play again at 4. And they said, okay. He said, we're going to come see you again today. And I said, oh, okay, it's going to be the same show. We don't care. We're going to be there. So that made me happy. Like, they just wanted to, catch as much as they could of us.
Yeah, no.
And we were excited about that.
yeah.
I mean, we really worked hard to put together a show of the songs that we felt would be fun, you know what I mean? And kind of high energy kind of things,
So Angelica, for everybody watching that hasn't had a chance to see Grupo Moneda, right? Watching you guys in Milwaukee, the band that you had in Milwaukee, with Patty, is that her name?
Patty Lopez.
With Patty Lopez to your side, tweet up there. I mean, just the whole band, right? Dude, that is like again, the way y'all looked, the way you guys presented yourself, everything about the show was freaking on point.
Well, our goal was to make it, we told everybody, make sure you're cordless, just walk back and forth, let's have fun. Patty brings life to our stage. She was also with us during Fanfare. Patty comes from the cover world. I've worked with her. We've worked together. In fact, Patty has her own norteño music, type of music that she did.
Hey,
back
she
in
can
the
flow
day.
in Spanish too.
Big time.
Yeah.
Spanish, rap. She's amazing. And we worked so well together that, we were talking on the plane, and I said, girl, if you ever need me to do your backup, I'm there. You know what I mean? Because that's how it is in cover world.
Yeah, just kind of wherever you guys can help each other out.
Yeah, I mean, we help each other out all the time. Mike Rodriguez, I mean, Joseph knows, more than anybody, but we have each other's back. Anyway, long story short, when I said, hey, you want to do Milwaukee with us? She's like, hell yeah, let me know. She's ready to go again. Whenever.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Vanessa real quick too, by the way.
Yes,
Vanessa,
for putting
Fella,
all this,
Eileen,
man,
Louise.
everybody out there, the whole
Everybody,
committee
dude.
out there.
When you were talking about Milwaukee, I was just thinking that from the moment we landed, Vanessa herself came and picked us up. Joseph, this was Joseph's first time. And I mean, we were treated like rock stars, you know what I mean? Shuttled back and forth. Eileen.
I mean, you haven't even got your bags yet, and they're already inside. Like, hey, your van's right here. We got the luggage one. We got
us tear down, shuttle our equipment, because we had a quick turnover on Friday from our first show to our second show, but also Arturo's son and daughter shuttling us as well.
Yeah,
everybody.
And,
shout out to Dr. Arturo's family.
Yes.
They did a great,
Amazing
job.
an amazing job. I don't know if you guys got a chance. I got a chance to walk around, and I went and saw the little mural they did for him, a memorial.
Yep, I took a
And most
video of
people
it.
had, check this out, most people had like one 8x10 with a little story, maybe a little clipping. Not Dr. Martinez. That dude had his whole wall, bro. Like, he had his own wall.
Yeah. As he should.
And his wife was there. His kids were there. It was, I know it was very emotional, not just for them, but also the whole fiesta, because they're like a family.
Yes.
And guys, I know you hear us harping on Milwaukee, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise you they're not paying me one dime to tell you what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you that as an artist, it is probably the most organized festival you will ever attend as an artist. As a fan, your shoes will stay clean. Your clothes will stay clean. You could sit. You could sit down.
Ponle casa, bump.
And
Ponle
they have
casa in
taco
Milwaukee.
juice.
Hey, there's no.
Compra casa in Milwaukee.
I know,
bump.
right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
there's no lines in the bathroom.
No, it's amazing, bro.
You know, like,
it's amazing.
it's a legit place.
It's really nice.
It's great. And for it being their 50th year, I mean, they've got it down, down to a science.
Oh, yeah.
So Mart has it down. He's like, fanfare in March, fiesta in April, Vegas in July, Milwaukee in August.
There you
go.
There you go.
That's
You
it.
got it
There you
figured
go.
out right there.
Exactly.
Shout out to a good friend of ours. He's watching on YouTube. Let's see. Valentino Duran. So check this out. Valentino Duran. So say, man, I'm working. I'm from Milwaukee. I love your show. I can't make the fiesta. Like I'm at work. He goes, but I want to buy a T-shirt. It's all right, man. Show up to the hotel. And he came by.
He did.
He bought a shirt. We took pictures.
Nice.
So shout out to Valentino. And he's like, I don't know if you guys saw any of my live Saturday night, but I got kicked out.
Of where?
Me.
Where? From where?
From the back from the stage. I got kicked out of right. And so
You have
everybody,
your back
everybody
stage
online was like,
risk.
"Yo, what's this guy's problem?" So I brought up Ram. I brought up Ram. I brought him up. Or Marcos Orozco. I can't remember. It was one of those. So I brought him up, and then I came down, in between the crowd and the stage, and the security was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "Bro, you literally just saw me come off the stage. Like, I don't care. You need to get the hell out of here."
Damn.
And I was like, "Oh shit! All right." It's all caught online. You guys want to check it out? It was pretty funny. But no, for sure, man. One last time, gracias. Thank you so much to everybody in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Everybody in Milwaukee
to the
was
staff.
great.
Thank you guys. We really, really appreciate it, and we look forward to again being there next year.
Yes.
And Vanessa, you stole me my poster.
Oh,
Us too.
I just want to throw that underneath
And
there.
I will say one last thing about Milwaukee and Vanessa is that last year she was probably the first or second person that we said the word Moneda, the name of our band. We were like, don't say anything. You're the first one, but this is going to be us. This is what we're doing next. So
And there you are.
We didn't announce it till 6 months after that, I think, or more. But it was one of those things. We planted a seed, this idea, and here we are. Right?
We're just working,
Speaking
bro.
of
Grinding.
announcements, Grupo Moneda's full of announcements, and tonight on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, you're gonna get to hear them first, right? One of the very first announcements I'm super excited about because, like I told Tweet, he's not gonna have the coolest hair in the band anymore. Right? If you guys ever seen Tweet, he's always decked out. So Angelica, I'll let you pick up from there.
Well, we are very excited. As you mentioned, in Milwaukee, we had a great team up there. Rich Signs, J-Rod, Rich Signs from Tex Latino, J-Rod from La Calma, Patty, Finding Friday, Luis plays with Beri Beri Banda, Proyecto Cumbia, and then,
Mikey.
Mikey with us, Joseph Valdez with us. And so, it's, we'll hear it, you hear it. Oh, well, that's not really their band. They don't have a real band. They're a C-rated band. We've heard it all firsthand. But you know what? This is what it is. This is, we're ready to work. We've been working, and we're constantly just working towards, getting there wherever there is. And so we're really excited to announce that Miguel is going to be playing bass with Moneda here going forward. So, super excited to have him on our team.
Welcome to the team, Miguel.
And,
it's gonna be awesome.
And you know what? And just what he brings to the table, his talent, of course, he's an amazing guitar player.
He's an amazing
He's
everything.
He's an amazing
singer,
person.
vocalist.
Yes.
So I don't know. He's our secret weapon. I don't know.
Angelica, so to Angelica and Tweet, I'm gonna ask the first question for Miggy.
Yeah.
On behalf of Miggy, because I know he's not gonna ask you, but I'm gonna ask you because Miguel, if for all our Tejano artists, everybody knows Miguel is one beast of an artist. He is a beast.
He absolutely is.
Is Miguel gonna be able to freelance a little bit on?
Absolutely. You know what?
Of course.
You mean on stage? You mean on stage? You mean on stage?
Yeah, well,
Hell no.
yeah.
No. Of course.
Of course, man.
Moneda, I love having that variety of the male vocal in there. You know what I mean? I think it adds a little bit of diversification to the show. So absolutely. And I thought you meant and again, we all play with other bands, but, and that's not going to stop. tweet has a few fun gigs coming up that we'll maybe mention here in a little bit. I help out, Finding Friday. You know what I mean? So, but
Everybody has to
core-
work, bro.
We all
Everybody has to
gotta
keep
work.
working, man.
That's
You
the
know.
bottom line, right? Is that people don't understand that, this is what we do. Like,
Yes.
we work. We need to,
Mm-hmm.
we
Yeah.
need to
Yes.
provide.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and it's not.
I want to use a word, but
Use it.
I want to keep it friendly,
Why?
family friendly.
Why?
No, because the way y'all saying y'all over here and over there and over here.
But the core is.
But at the end of the day, you
know.
come back home.
That's
it.
No, but like when I was helping out, different bands, whatever. Everybody's like, "Oh, well, see, he's playing with them because he can't make it on his own, or they're doing that because they don't have a real band, or they don't."
Miggy, if they're talking about you, that means you're doing something
Exactly.
right,
What I'm
bro.
saying is that, but what they don't understand and what they don't see is that we don't, like I told you before, we don't have that '80s mentality.
Right.
We're here to boost each other, to help each
Yes.
other out, to
That's
work
it, bro.
together as a unit,
Yes.
and not just like, oh no,
Yeah.
that's me.
It's all positive vibes, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
We all help each other. Miguel, if he gets a gig with his band, he needs me to help him. Of course, if we're not doing, of course I'll go help him.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Miguel,
That's
and
the
you
way
already
it
got
is,
the
bro.
playlist? You already know the music? Or are you you're that guy that can hear one
And
time?
this is the other thing.
no.
This is the other thing. Somebody said, "Oh, well, yeah, that's not their band." Our music is not easy, you know.
He's got the set
and he
list.
has the Moneda set list and the Velvet set
The
list.
rest of stuff. So it's a lot of
Yeah.
it's a lot of music.
But you're talking about Miguel.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, I mean, I own one of his most precious things in life that stays in his studio. Did you know that?
No.
Look over here.
Ooh. Damn.
You see the neck?
He's here to
Ponle
take it
casa.
back. He's
Ponle
here.
casa, ponle casa.
He's here to take it back.
Yeah, he
Hey.
came.
That's
He's
the only reason he's here. That's why
what
he
they
came.
say.
He's like, yeah,
He
I'll be
came to
there.
reprocess
go.
it instead of represent it.
Shout out to
Reprocess
Fellas Salinas, Josh DeLuna, Mart Fabula, DJ Lucky J, Irene Vallejo
Hey,
Herrera,
DJ
Al
Lucky J.
DeLuna. What's up, guys? Vanessa
What's
Salinas
up,
Sanchez,
everybody?
Quentin Rivera from Colorado. I know
Quentin.
you guys are
Q, we're going
excited.
to talk about you, Q.
Yeah, Q's ready for to have you guys up there in Colorado.
Colorado.
So
What
long
a
story
cool
short,
guy,
We're
man.
super excited to have
Yes.
Miguel,
Definitely
on
super
our
excited to
Moneda
work with
team,
Miguel.
working with us. And yeah, you're going to hear his smooth vocals on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Rápidamente.
Hey, but for the people watching, I want you to pay attention to one thing,
Oh, darn. What?
right? Where's Miguel's first gig with Grupo Moneda?
Miguel's first gig will be this Sunday.
Will be this Wednesday, right now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
bumping to
yeah.
Wacky Wednesday.
That's true. Hey.
That's a totally different instrument.
Yeah, but he's going to be playing bass with Moneda, though. So
There you go.
Of course, tonight on guitarra. And hopefully we're going to try to get him to sing something, We'll
Hey,
see.
I'm telling you, this dude can do everything. He can really, really do everything. But Angelica, you know what? I want to tell the people this too as well. Ever since I met you in Tweet, you've always been such a very positive person.
Trying.
Me and my wife were just having this conversation a day and a half ago. I was giving her like the rundown of everybody that performed and stuff. And I don't know what brought up. And I said, Angelica's been the same. Tweet's been the same person since the very first time. I mean, they didn't know me from Adam, and they've always treated me with the utmost respect, and me to them as well. But you've always been such a very positive person when it comes just to life in general and music, man. And if you guys continue to that, it's just going to continue to just get better and better and better and better. Like I said, starting off with things of just like everybody looking like a band, right?
Yes.
We talk about these things. With Gary Hobbs, we were talking about that. Like, some people can get away with wearing what they want, right? I mean, maybe it's kind of their style. But I kind of like going somewhere and it's like, man, you know what? I paid a few bucks to get in. That's badass.
You want to show.
Yeah,
And it was
definitely.
actually somebody who put it on, I don't know, it's been a while, but they said, yeah, everybody dress alike. It's a game changer. And we look very cohesive. I mean, just kind of looking back at the videos and the camera, we look like a cohesive team, especially in that white. And I was like, we were going to go paint a house afterwards, but Pero como quiera, you know what I mean?
Hey guys, if you guys want to check it out, it's right there. It's up right
Joseph,
there.
Joseph went to the bathroom at that moment. No, he didn't. He was signing autographs.
Hey,
backstage.
Joseph, you're not in that pig, bro.
He was signing autographs in the back.
Oh, okay.
But,
That's what it
that's what he
was.
was
That's what it
signing,
was.
That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with.
But yeah, you know, it was somebody else, and it's true. I mean, when you see the bands that are, you know, dressed similarly, and we don't like to, you know, dictate what people wear. You know, we'll just say we're all black, make it edgy, you know, throw a little red in, you know, or whatever. But this was, you know, everybody wear white, and everybody had white pants.
I'm gonna tell you, you got to be careful with Miguel because he's played with a wide variety of bands, so you have to be very direct with him, specific. There you go on what to wear, because a little bit of red could mean, I don't know, maybe you
could mean Kool-Aid.
Oh, but no, man, and then also, you know, we started off with one of your singles, your flow, the music that Moneda's putting together is badass.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Like, if I was out there singing your songs, in Bumper's book, because if I'm singing the song, then it's a badass song. If I'm humming, I kind of like the musicianship, maybe not the lyrics, but if I'm singing it, just ask fella. You know my name, el cantante. You saw what she did to me?
No.
Yeah.
You see the scene?
That was awesome.
So you know, fella has an inside joke. Every time I go live somewhere, you know, I'm usually sober. So if I go live and watch you guys, I kind of, you know, it's for the crowd, right? For people that couldn't make it. But if I'm drinking, right? And shout out to everybody, my homies, Mike Gonzalez and Iconics. Like, once I hear Jimmy G shit, it's over, homie. And I got like 3 beers, like I'm singing every word.
Ready to go.
So the live ends up turning into me singing. So she made me on the last week's show, she's like, there's a new artist in San Antonio. We're thinking about bringing him next year. Maybe,
okay.
he seems okay. It's really not, you know, maybe he'll get there. And she pulled out this, I have it upstairs, this big ass picture of me with 210 El Cantante on the bottom.
Well, today, for whatever reason, I was wondering, I wonder if Bumper sings. Do you sing at all?
I don't.
Only when
only when I'm drunk.
I know, but see, I didn't know.
No.
I would.
Or you gonna sing today? You gonna sing with us today?
You know, I did get a standing ovation in Miami one time when I sang Vicente Fernandez karaoke song. But of course, I learned from the best on those parts that you can't really sing. You take the microphone and you move it away a little bit, then you bring it back in on the part that you can go with. But the poster will be. I'm going to get a frame. It will be posted here inside the studio for everybody to laugh at. So, Miggy, welcome to Moneda.
Yeah.
That's badass, bro. That's badass. And so, since again we're still on announcements, that's just one announcement.
Yeah, that's one announcement.
Second announcement, I just found out. I mean, she didn't even text me and tell me nothing, right? But I just saw the news at Tejano. Shout out to Tejano Nation. Romeo, what's the new news?
Romeo, Tejano Nation.
Romeo and Tejano Nation. They're the ones that posted that post.
I haven't seen it.
Well, there you go. You learn. So you're getting the double.
Is it about the TMAs?
It is.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I did. We got a call yesterday asking if we wanted, if I would perform at the TMAs, and of course I was like, yeah, of course, I'd love to. Thank you for calling us. And so yeah, we're really excited. Vino called today to confirm, and I said, oh, I would. Normally we don't like to say anything about anything, because you know by next week it'll be, oh, never mind, Angelica, okay, and I would have already posted it. As you know, I post 5 times a day, right? So I would have posted it 15 times, and then Friday they would have called and said, oh, never mind, we got somebody else. So we normally just don't say anything,
right?
So when Bino called today, he did confirm, and he said, we're putting a flyer out, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I knew then that it was cool. I thought we were supposed to keep it under wraps. He's like, 5 o'clock, we're going to announce it. I said, okay. So, yeah.
So, Angelica and Grupo Moneda at the CCMAs, if you haven't bought your tickets, you can go to the Tejano Music Awards page. You can buy your tickets in the risers. Yep. Or you can buy your tickets at a table.
And if you guys want to sit with with Tweet and I or in our team, hit me up.
Don't start that, Angelica. You're gonna have about 40 people at one table.
Hey, well,
We're chilling.
we'll be chilling.
We'll be chilling.
Ponemos otros rows, otros sillas. Bring your launchers.
Hey.
And
No, I'm looking forward to the TTMAs. I mean, they always put on a great show.
Yes.
And
it's a beautiful venue. It's a beautiful venue.
The venue is
It's
amazing.
a fun time, to get dressed up, se baña, and por favor, take a shower. Well, we get a little dressed up. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I got you.
I had a good time last year.
Well, Miguel brought his man. Before they do that,
Here we go.
Ay.
Man, I kept looking at that.
I know.
Guys, I just had a
My throat
gigantic
be dry
salad
right now,
before we got
bro.
here. Ay. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little parched.
You know, I like this bottle.
Why?
I don't gotta reach too far. You just
Oh,
I spoke too soon.
that was Joseph's.
Toast you want one? What?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Joseph Valdez is in the house today as well, so we're gonna get him on. It was his first time in Milwaukee, his first time traveling with us and to a Tejano show.
I'll drink that big one.
There you go.
So let me warn you. This is tequila that's only sold in Mexico. All right.
Can you reach those? I
All
can't
right.
reach.
Okay. So our first salute tonight
Come in.
is
the
going to
camera.
be to Moneda, right?
Moneda.
Get in there to
Thank you,
Moneda and to all your future success, right?
Thank you.
Pa arriba,
Thank you, brother.
pa abajo, pa el centro y pa adentro.
Man, I love the tequila.
That is good.
That is really good.
Do y'all remember when I posted once? I was like,
That is really good.
that whole pa dentro, pa centro, it's all confusing to me. But as long as I take the shot.
So I got to get your on the
What?
tequila.
It's great. It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost,
Bro, that's
I've always liked that one.
it's
That
almost,
one and Tres Generaciones.
It's got like a creamy taste to it, right?
Yeah.
At the
it's
end.
almost like a sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
Shout out to Cari Karina. She brought,
Cari Karina. What's up, Cari?
she brought that. Even though I spilled it, I'll lick it up later. It's no big deal.
Well, we brought a cake last time. It was Bumper's birthday, and we both had to work today. We had someone come in town, and we had to, pick them up at the airport, and so we were going to bring you another cake today, just for funsies. But yeah, tell
The
'em
cake
what happened.
disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared.
And Angelica thought it was the funniest shit ever. Right, Tweet?
I was telling you your dog was gonna die. I was like, the dogs can't eat chocolate, bump. I don't know.
It was a chocolate cake. I brought a little cake.
I was like, I think you should have taken him to the vet.
Bumper's birthday, and I left it in
best thing
here.
was her face, fool. When she came out to the kitchen, she came out like really slow, but she was kind of like giggling. And Tweet took her like, "What's up?" She's like, your dog Tiger, he ate all your birthday cake." So I come in here, dude. Literally, the fucking cake was gone. Not
No
a crumb,
crumbs.
nothing.
Nothing. And the thing was, Tweet got mad at me because I had the giggles so bad, and Tweet was like, "Angelica, the dog could die," and I could
Bro,
not
I was
stop
like,
laughing.
seriously, like,
he was like, and I couldn't stop laughing. So anyway.
Hell yeah.
That dog
Hell
didn't
yeah.
die. He didn't even die. He didn't even
shit,
burp.
that dog ate that cake like a champ.
So
Bad.
Tweet, since we got a little thing in there, what do we want to?
Let's do one. Yeah,
Let's do one for the people watching.
Can I have my phone?
On YouTube, everybody watching on YouTube,
Like-
everybody watching on Facebook. We're right here with Angelica, Grupo Moneda, right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, back in San Antonio after our very long weekend in Milwaukee.
Well, like Bumper says, he had to pull teeth and nail to get us to do a song because,
Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, don't listen to Angelica. She said to do one song. They'll do a few songs. Don't worry about it. She's the one that put unplugged.
I did.
For the record.
I
For the
did.
record.
Well, because we've been wanting to do it. It's just, sometimes it's hard
Well,
to
last time
coordinate.
you were like, y'all the only band that's never played on the show live, so we're like, okay.
Y'all are chops.
Yeah, we're
Y'all
chops,
ain't
and we're like,
nobody.
all right,
You
we'll
ain't
do it then.
nobody. You ain't never gonna be nobody.
Oh, wow. You
we're
know
like,
that. You know I did
fine.
not say that.
Little C-rated band ain't even got musicians.
Let's do it. No quiero que me toquen.
All right, guys. So you guys hear it first.
I know this song.
Miggy, right?
It's one that I know.
Miggy's on here.
Here we go. One,
Ándale,
two,
Joseph, get that
three.
in. No quiero que me toquen otros No quiero que me toquen otros brazos, porque solo los tuyos me hacen sentir amor. No quiero que me besen otros labios, porque me he acostumbrado a tu aliento y tu sabor. Solo contigo miro las estrellas como el sol. Cuando estoy en tus brazos nada importa. Cuando estoy contigo si es amor. ¡Ay! Chiquito. Hey. No quiero que me miren otros ojos, porque son los tuyos, me miran con amor. No quiero que me hablen de caricias, si no son de tus manos, no late el corazón. Solo contigo miro las estrellas, solo contigo brillo como el sol. Cuando estoy en tus brazos, nada importa. Cuando estoy contigo, si es amor. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sweetwater. Ay, échale. No quiero que me toquen otros brazos, porque solo los tuyos me hacen sentir amor. No quiero que me besen otros labios, porque me he acostumbrado a tu aliento y tu sabor. Solo contigo miro las estrellas, solo contigo brillo como el sol. Cuando estoy en tus brazos, nada importa. Cuando estoy contigo, si es amor. Cuando estoy en tus brazos, nada importa. Cuando estoy contigo, si es amor.
Wow.
No quiero que
Ladies
me
and
toquen.
gentlemen, that was amazing. Amazing. You know, Tweet gets on the accordion, he loosens up, you know what I mean? I mean, that makes me right there want to go get
Like that, bro.
you
But
know,
is he
a few
smiling?
beers, man.
But is he smiling? That's
Yeah,
what I was-
saludos to a good friend of mine, Tu Amigo Pete. If you're not following Tu Amigo Pete, he's
Tu
a
Amigo
great
Pete.
DJ. He's on every morning, early in the morning. He's on late at night. He's on during the day. Look up Tu Amigo Pete. He's a great Tejano DJ.
Yes,
He
I
plays
see him on
all
TikTok.
new music. He plays y'all's music on there all the
Yes,
time.
I see him on TikTok
So
all
shout
the
out to Tu Amigo Pete. Shout out to William Sanchez. Keep it rolling. You're doing a great job for our culture and for the fans. Jose de Jesus, que se oiga un grito. Yeah.
That's how I
Ask Tweet.
No.
Ask Tweet about his Rudy Dens days out here in
Eee.
Colorado.
Eee.
Now he has a DJ that really looks up to him playing for his gig. Great story, man.
Is that?
Got a story?
Oh, they're talking about DJ TJ.
Yes.
DJ TJ from Colorado. He's
Yes.
So when I lived in Colorado back in around 2001, 2000, I think. I was up there playing for a band called Nuestra Familia.
They just won an
And-
award.
Yeah, they actually just got inducted into Colorado Hall of Fame over there. So
Okay.
shout out to them. Yeah, they're a
Yes.
great band. And back then, so we used to play at this place called Rudy's Den. And man, it used to get, it would get really packed, bro. But I would get my wireless and I would do polkas, but I would go out into the crowd and do
Apparently,
all the
they
whole-
would put dollars
things.
down his pants while he was playing
Oh,
accordion.
Angelica.
Here we go.
Come on, really? Tweet, wait a minute, real quick. Tweet.
I was like,
Tweet.
that's
Was that
great.
before you knew Angelica?
Oh, that was way before.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. They could have
wasn't even
put
complaining.
dollar bills in his shirt and his pants. See,
Hey, they can put
They're all
dollar.
dead.
I didn't have a shirt, so.
They can put dollar bills
Oh,
on anybody.
man.
Hey, anyway, let me. Yeah. Let's go back to Tweet. Go ahead, Tweet.
No, so the family I lived up there with my buddy Tony Hernandez. I lived with him and his family and his son at the time. I think he was around maybe 12, 13. So, I was like an older brother to him. Well, when we went up there about a month ago, he called me and he's like, I want to go see you, man. And it was like 2 a.m. We had got done doing our thing at the place and everything.
Kimberly's place.
He was like, man, I want to go talk to you, man. I
Yeah.
ain't seen you in about probably over 10 years. I was like, yeah, come by over here. So he showed up and, just had a lot of great positive things to say and about,
And you know what's even cooler about that? You probably don't remember, but that's where I met you for the first time.
Is it really?
Are you serious? Yeah.
Hey, but I
crazy.
think this is something you guys tend to forget. And it's not because you do it on purpose, but
No.
this is to all the artists that watch the show, because I know a lot of you do. But you guys got to know a lot of people look up to you. But a lot of times as raza, we're not like, hey, Tweet, I fucking love watching you up on stage, bro. We're not going to say that, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to make me go walk and get another beer and
Yeah.
another beer and another
Definitely,
beer. You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so, you guys always have to know that. You know what I mean? There could be a little girl watching you for the first time, like, I want to do that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Mom, Velvet, I want to go see them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You,
for sure.
you guys always have to keep that in the back of your head.
course.
Nobody wants to do this, though. This talk, like, I mean,
course
drink,
they do.
make fools of themselves.
No.
Like, nobody wants to do that.
You're
but,
good at it, though.
No, honestly, I think artists
Says
do.
the guy that gets invited everywhere to
Yeah.
MC.
Right?
Come on, man.
It's an inside job. No, it's not. No, it's not. I honestly believe that some artists, it's hard. I think because Tejano music, they just think us like, they're not. Nobody's really, but they
No,
are.
people
man.
are watching, and I will say it's funny that you say that. I'm going to say this, and I told myself I was gonna, talk about, remain positive and all that, and I still want to, of course, I will say that, when this young man came and met up with us in Colorado, I told Tweet afterwards, I was like, he was just looking at you and smiling. He had this big smile on his face, and I can tell that you really made an impact on his life when he was young, and that you were, he looked up to you, and you could even see it now. I mean, he made an effort to come to the house we were staying at before
Just to come see him.
to come see him before
cool,
we
man.
left. It was 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I afterwards at the airport we were talking about
Right.
about what I felt watching. They were over there, and I was just kind of watching from the side, and you could tell he
And
really
that-
looked up to him. And so
and-
you're right.
And that brings back to what that question was, is that we're gonna go play in Colorado and Greeley on the 16th, right? Or
On the 15th.
Plug it, dog. Plug it for
September
Q. Plug it
That's
for
the
Q.
next thing we're gonna talk
at
about.
Kimberly's place, right? And he's gonna be the DJ there, opening
Yeah.
up and
Yeah.
jamming with
Hell
us
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So
It's
you know,
amazing.
it's gonna
It
be
all comes
awesome.
full circle,
Full
man.
it
circle,
went
and the
full
fact that
circle.
he met
So-
Miguel there. But I was going to say that
Yeah, I
even
still gotta
on our
catch that
social media
story.
platforms, sometimes there's some negativity going back and forth between bands, and things said, and some drama that is put out on social media. And I think sometimes we think we're only in this world of fellow musicians and fellow industry people, but there are so many fans following us and also witnessing the drama that's going on between members within the industry. So I think it's really key what you said, that we don't realize that people are looking up to
Oh,
us,
definitely,
and,
man.
and following us and for them to see any negativity, it's maybe discouraging to them. And if we are all here to uplift and keep the Tejano going, La Onda Tejana, then we might want to rethink those types of posts,
Definitely.
That's all I'm going to say.
No, it's true though.
You brought it up, but I want to say that, what I really, and this is for the people watching, I'm talking to you guys, right? What I hate the most of doing this and just trying to learn the ins and outs of the industry and how everything works, and I've learned so much in 3.5 years. I've learned so much that I never, as a fan, would have ever thought how things work. But what's really sad is like I can put, hey guys, check this out. Angelica Moneda just put on a badass single. You guys go check it out. Okay, I can post that. And I'll get, 30, 40, 50 likes, right? Maybe a couple of shares. But if I go on there and say, me and Tweet just got in a fight, I got the video. You know how many people would share that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because Raza loves drama, right? Drama is what drives a lot of these things. But to be honest with you, I really try to, I've never been I'm not a drama person.
Yeah, it's hard not to get pulled in.
No,
right?
no, it's not. But
it's hard. But
and what I do, I can't choose sides.
No, absolutely not.
Because it's not. I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not. I don't either.
Bro, I just stay in my lane, bro, and that's it.
That's it,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stay in my
that's what
lane,
we're
and
trying to do
we just grinding, bro. That's it.
It's funny because I always want to say something stupid, like say something funny. And
Well, I've
Tweet's
seen
like,
some of your comments before,
I know,
Angelica. I'm like,
I know when Tweet's like, stop
Well, because
it.
the reason
I
because
think
people
it's
take
funny,
it, people might take it the wrong way. And it's
But
I know
that's
Angelica,
kinda
I know
it
what
is,
she
right?
means.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Ish,
but
ish.
so I need to be better about it too. You know what I mean? Because I'm joking too. But anyway. So, but we had this conversation where the fans are watching too. So
no, for sure. And speaking of watching, right? Good friend of mine watching. Shout out to Joey Jams. Joey Jimenez is on there.
Joey
What's up,
Jams had
cuz?
his new single come out a couple
hey,
weeks ago.
check this out. This dude made a comment debut. A comment debut. A big abrazo, big shout out to our Las Vegas family, Mr. Ronald Ruiz.
What's up,
He's
brother?
like, what up, you guys? I
Yes.
told you I watch you every week. So when we were in Vegas, he's like, Mumper, I watch you every week. And I'm like, people say that. I'm like,
Right.
all right, Ron, I appreciate it, man, whatever. But then he grabs my hand and he brings me in.
Like,
He's like, nah, bro, I watch you every week. I said, well, I mean, I've never seen you really comment. He goes, I don't comment. But just because I don't comment don't mean
Doesn't
I'm
mean
not
I'm there.
watching, right? So he's like, test me. Come on, test me. Dude, I asked him some off-the-wall shit. All 3 questions, he got them
knew.
right. He knew the answers.
That's so funny because Ronald was on my mind also, just because I thought, so many people like Ronald, he supports Moneda. And just the little moves that he makes or made is still making a difference now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
and same that goes for Vanessa, for Ronald, and I mean just so many people that we don't know are rooting for us.
I wanted to, on that note too, shout out to Gilbert Aleman that
Oh
did
my
a lot
gosh.
for us this past weekend.
Gilbert,
Big shout out to
Gil.
you, bro. Thank you so much. We
I
appreciate
had Gibby on
everything,
here.
brother.
What did we do? We did something, and he was here at the house hanging out with me. So come on, Gibby, you're getting on the live with me.
Yeah.
Really? So he sat down, made himself comfortable. But him,
Another person.
Felipe Leal.
Yes,
you guys met
Felipe,
Felipe
yeah.
out there, the
Felipe,
videographer,
yes.
photographer,
He
and his sons.
Yep.
We're out there getting all the videos, so they're going to be working for the next few weeks. You'll see stuff pop up
Yep.
all over the place. Felipe does a great job with that. But back to our good friend Gilbert, right? If you guys don't know, man, Gilbert goes above and beyond,
He
and
does.
Definitely.
I wouldn't do
I
this
mean-
if I wouldn't do this for somebody that I don't see it all the time
Yep.
for any event. Gilbert Aleman Jr. I call him
Yep.
Gibby, right? The Gibster.
I was like, who are you talking
He
about?
does a lot of merchandise for a lot of big name artists, and sometimes they order this stuff at the last minute.
Oh yeah.
And he makes
He's
it
in the
happen.
room, bro.
He's
In the
president.
hotel room,
He
making
literally
it.
got a factory in his hotel room.
He's got a
making
sweatshop.
it.
He's got a
Making it.
sweatshop in there.
Right. So man, before I forget, right here, let me take my ugly name off of here. Gilbert Alemán, if you're a new business, if you're big business, small business, you're a new band, hey man, you just want to be a cool dude with your own shit?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Hit up my buddy Gilbert Alemán, 832-546-5856.
Yeah.
832-546-5856. He can make you almost anything you can think of that can have a logo. He makes tumblers with Bluetooth speakers. He makes shirts, caps, cansos. I've seen it all, dude. His team Barbie.
I will say
he made the draws. He made everything.
Moneda is going to be making bikinis.
E.
We're going to be making bikinis.
Well, hopefully they ain't to play volleyball because we all know how that goes.
It might be. Yeah, we do.
Damn
if y'all don't know that story, we'll talk about it later. Shout out to all the Barbie girls from the club. Tequila.
Is that where they're from?
I don't know. I shouldn't say.
I know Gibby rounds them up, man.
Shout out to all of them. But and Gil's going with us to Colorado also.
Yes.
So he's going to be going
That's
to
awesome, man.
So
That's
now we
awesome.
were talking about Colorado. Let's plug our show. We have a show coming up in Greeley, Colorado. Shout out to Q.
Yeah, shout out to Q and
I
all
didn't
the
get the
guys
flyer,
up
Q.
there.
Promotions.
She didn't send me the flyer.
I sent it to you.
You sent me the flyer?
I did. It's in the text that I sent you yesterday.
Well, we're going to find out right now.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So-
Keep going. You go.
And so it's going to be September the 15th. We're going to be going up there. It's going to be a girls' night, party night, half price drinks for all the ladies. And of course, guys, if y'all are watching from Colorado, because I know they shared your page to all the Colorado peeps, we're going to need some dancing partners. So we want you to show up. I think there's a big festival going on that night too. So we're going to be blending festivals with our party, their party. It's going to be a good time. So we're super excited.
I think,
Put a party.
and they're talking about moving it outdoors this time, so we might be outdoors.
Indoors,
In the
outdoors.
snow, it's Colorado, dude.
Hombre,
It was
not
beautiful
yet.
when we went. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great.
Gorgeous weather. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's going to be
I
fun.
got you.
So
I got you.
we're
It's
super
like Milwaukee,
excited.
bro.
Yeah.
Some guy, Don Cheto, on YouTube just says, La Movida de Ricky Smith used to sell underwear, used to sell panties with their names on it.
I
Do
will
people
be
buy
selling.
that?
I
For
will
real?
be selling bikinis that say I'm not sure what girls' night. So don't y'all be trying to take my idea.
Well,
okay?
according to-
I was actually wanting. We were like, maybe we should make bobblehead costume parties. Angelica bobblehead costume party. Costume.
That would be cool.
It would be funny.
Hey, this just brought up something just because it's
What?
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and you never know what I'm going to say. One of the great things about this weekend and I don't like to. I know a lot of people that were, if they were in my shoes, they would have bring out the camera and record all this, right? But I take it in, right? Because there are moments that only I will remember, whoever's in that room, right? If I wish I had a camera, because I mean, you guys would just enjoy it. But if you ever spend more than 5 minutes around Ramadetta, dude, your stomach will fucking hurt. I promise
Bro,
you.
yes.
Right?
He's
So
funny.
I don't know
He's
what
great.
brought it up, but I asked Ram, I said, hey, Ram, because he was talking about when he throws the roses out, right? Un bouquet de rosas, right? And he said one time this bigger lady ran through the barricade and tackled them for a rose, right? And the security had to get her off. I said, Ram, well, I mean, when you're on stage, what are some of the craziest things that has happened to you? He goes, well, that's one. He goes, back in the 90s, they used to throw, girls would throw their underwear at me. You know what I mean? He said, sometimes I would get them and, just gather them up there or whatever. He said, but now that I'm older, man, they look like flying pizzas.
Look who's talking.
Oh my
Look
God,
who's
dude,
talking.
it's never a dull moment with Ram, bro. Never. He had me laughing so hard, man. Shout out to Ram at
We saw him for a little bit. Joseph hung out with him one night, right? Friday night.
Yeah, we drank till like 5 in the morning.
Dang.
That's Ram. Yeah,
If you were to tell me that and you were like, yeah, right, you did. You told me that automatically. You
tapped
hung out with
We
Ram.
believe it. We believe it.
I tapped out before Ram.
Dang. You couldn't hang.
Hey guys, I wouldn't be able to do Bumpers Wacky Wednesday without a few of my good friends, man. And starting off with our good friend, Mr. Ricky Ray, the coolest vibe realtor you'll ever meet. 956-424-5724. That's 956-424-5724. If you're looking to buy, sell, or you're just trying to fix your credit, hit up Ricky Ray. He'll help you out. This guy's on fire lately. I've been following him on social media. So if you guys are looking to do any of those things, he will take care of you. Once you buy the house, though, you need security for the Sanchos and the Sanchas. And, well, I don't know, for the next, whatever. You got to hit up
We
my
don't
girl.
condone that.
Di Marie, 210-837-8623. If you need solar, if you need, security cameras, if you already have a security system, you want something new, make sure that you tell them that when you call her that you're calling because of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and you'll get a special discount. I promise you. Hit her up, 210-837-8623. And then, I don't know, maybe Moneda's at this stage right now as they're growing, because she has to post 5 times a day. For any artist, any small business, whatever, if you're just trying to get your stuff out there on social media, a good friend of mine, Mr. Joe Almaguer at 956-693-9035. That's 956-693-9035. Word, social media managing and graphics. You need some new graphics, a new symbol. Just tell him about yourself, and he will come up with something. And he'll take care of all your social media needs.
Nice.
If you want to, Angelica, I'm just saying. I'm just messing. If you're an artist and you want to stay on top of that algorithm, he has the formula. I promise you, he has a formula. He works with some of the biggest artists in the industry. So if that's something you're looking to do, hit him up, 956-693-9035, and make sure you let him know that Bumpers Wacky Wednesday sent you. We're almost there, I promise, Angelica.
It's okay.
Well, not that guy.
This is your show.
Yeah. Just for veterans, I know I have a lot of veterans that watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I'm a veteran myself, and if you guys don't know, but the VA can be very harsh sometimes. So you've been working on your disability claim. Maybe it's not where you want it to be. You're trying to get a little bit higher. Hit on my buddy Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. Let him know that Bumper Gomez sent you, and I promise you he will take care of you. If you know somebody just getting out, they can't adjust to the to the civilian life. Hit him up. He can help you and all those kinds of needs. So shout out to my good friend Oscar Ornelas. And then this weekend, if you're not doing anything, Fiesta en la Playa, Quarter Moon Productions, Mr. Jim Luna, Signo, Marcos Orozco, David Mares, Asalto, all in Rockport, Texas, outside. Brought to you by our good friend Jim Luna and Quarter Moon Productions. If you guys want to check that out, I'll be giving away tickets tomorrow for everybody that shared the last post on Fiesta de la Playa. I'll be giving away 4 pair of tickets tomorrow. So make sure you guys go and find that post and give it a good share. Last but not least, my good friends down in Del Rio, Texas, 16 de septiembre. My homies, Grupo Macizo is going to be headlining. All right, September 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's brought to you by Brown Plaza. Great entertainment. If you're in the Del Rio area, make sure you guys go out there and check it out. You won't want to miss any of that. And then back to Angelica. There she is, guys. In case you guys missed her, she's there. She didn't go anywhere. Now we're back. Let's talk. Let's get a little uncomfortable, Angelica. Let's get you a little uncomfortable. What is one of your goals as you take on this Tejano gig, right? Because you're solid in the top 40. You're solid with Velvet and doing that. Like I know because I've seen you perform in both, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Your performance on both are absolutely amazing. But when you're with Velvet, you're just as a fan, you're just way more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Doing like on a slip of a dime, like you could switch to something else, right? Tejano, your stage presence is awesome.
I'm learning.
But I've seen you as Velvet, and the Velvet Angelica is not even nowhere near, or the Angelica
Moneda.
from Moneda is nowhere near the Angelica from Velvet.
Yeah.
Tweet, would you agree?
She's learning.
It's all right, dude. You get to go home.
No,
man.
you're
It's cool.
good. No.
We don't live together. I don't know what you're
She's
doing.
learning. Like, I think she does great on both, but yeah, she's more comfortable with the English stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
but she'll get there with the Tejano stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, one of the things is I've I use my lyrics with Velvet, and that's one of the things that I even this past weekend, I was like, I am determined not to use my lyrics. I'm determined to memorize my music, and I don't need my phone for Velvet. I mean, we've done the same stuff forever, so so yeah, I'm way more comfortable definitely because I've been doing that for so long. And so as you know, and and everybody knows it's harder to get on stage with Tejano music, right? For a female band, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting the phone calls. We're getting the calls. And so I think as I get on stage more and more and more, I'm going to start to feel more and more comfortable. Yeah. Even our first show at Stetson Bar, we were doing Elida's La Huella Mia. And man, I couldn't get it. Like the conjunto stuff's a little tricky for me. I can't feel the prompt to go into my next lyric. And it was a bunch of lyrics, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God. But in Milwaukee, I had it all memorized, and so it's becoming more comfortable for me.
So when you memorize it, you can flow better, right?
I can flow better.
It's not so choppy in a sense.
Exactly, and I'm not looking down, you know what I mean, or looking at anything. So I think that is my first step. There is learning my lyrics, and I mean, our first Stetson gig, it was 33 songs I had to learn. You know, some of it I already knew. Some of it was my original stuff, but you know, I sang Jay Perez, I sang Ram, I sang.
Well, now you got backup vocals right here.
Oh, backup,
definitely.
All day.
Backup and front, back.
There you go.
But back and front. So you know, so this time around, I know my music. I know the music. You know what I mean? So I think that is my first step. The second thing is then, you know, I think in Milwaukee, I really, you know, I spoke in Spanish more. So I'm fluent, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you got to be ready to just say whatever, you know, keep that flow going. So that is the other half. You know, I'm gonna do a Tex-Mex thing because I'm Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
But
I mean, you stay true to who you are, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I know. I will never mention the bands, but there's a lot of bands that are like us that are very Spanglish, but they do one thing. They get a badass conga player or like a percussionist that speaks just badass Spanish, right?
Yes.
And he carries that band. You don't have to worry about it, right? He's got it. He or she's got it. Like they're you know, they're gonna take over, and it kind of just lets you focus on just having to sing the songs because. I mean, I feel you because you know I go up there sometimes and you know people call me to do MC work and I haven't got comfortable up there to where like I can tell somebody a joke, right? You know, like I go up there to introduce a band. Let me introduce the band, and this 90% of the time I don't even introduce myself, right? And my wife gets mad. You know, Joey, shout out to Joey. He goes, "Hey, bro, I've heard you bring up two bands. You haven't said who you are one time." Right. Well, you know the way I see it, they're not here for me. Like, you know, my job is just to bring them up. Like, I don't care about, you know. He goes, no, you got. I said, okay, so you know, I'll mention who I am, but it's not easy.
No,
like it's not. You know, I would assume singing because you know if you have the songs memorized, you can flow. But just to come off the top of your head, for instance, I don't want to throw Frank Chop under the bus because he's a good friend of mine. But when I did the awards, I remember, me and Tori E, we were supposed to have a. What do you call it? A teleprompter. Like 10 minutes before, he's like, "Hey, bro, teleprompter's not gonna work. Like you gotta make it work. You gotta make it work." And I'm like, wing it. "Oh shit, I guess we're gonna wing it." Yeah. And luckily that me and Tori have military background, so we can kind of do things like that. Improvise. But when you're talking, you're like, okay, you get to the point, you flow into the next. You know, whatever, and then you look back and they're like, "No, you got to keep going." Like, "Oh, la chingada, what else do you want to say?"
So I'm working on it, you know, and again, it's one of those things where, you know, I'm not watching. When I say I'm not watching what other bands are doing or other female artists are doing, I'm really just trying to. And I know we post this, and you know, it's like, oh, it's a meme. I'm just trying to be better than I was my last performance and learn from it. But we did watch the Stephanie show, and so you know I'm studying.
Stephanie put on an
amazing show.
Both her shows, dude. Yeah, like her again, another one that just goes above and beyond for their stage presence, their outfits.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys caught this, but right, so Stephanie has her sister
Right.
and has her daughter.
Right.
And they sing background vocals. They do a little of the percussion stuff, and they sing. But what really blew my mind was Bob Ram
And Easy.
is it Easy, the guitar the guitar player?
Yeah, Easy.
Bro. So the girls have their thing,
Right, and
But
they have their thing.
and they have their
Yeah.
thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
I'm like,
sweet.
Joseph, pay attention.
Yeah, no. It was cool, dude, because
My boy, he's
hey,
Yeah.
dude, but Easy and Bob, honestly,
Yeah.
not to go on another tangent, it's Wacky Wednesdays.
Yeah,
Shit
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
But you saw what I saw. Like
Yeah,
the girls
I
have
saw
their
them.
thing. And they're not with the girls,
Right.
but those two have their own, and they don't even have to look at each
No.
other. They're still doing the same movimientos, like
Yep.
they're
Yeah.
both doing it right
Yeah.
on, right
No,
on sync.
yeah.
And it looks badass, dude.
Yeah.
And Bob, he's a silly ass motherfucker
yeah.
anyway. But it was cool. I was telling I think I was telling Gibby, it's like, man, look at these two fools. Like they
And they look
got
like
it
they're
down.
having fun.
Yeah,
They look like they're
Gabe,
having
he's
fun.
busy. Gabe's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
all
Oh,
kinds
yeah,
of
Gabe's
things.
doing his
But
thing.
those two,
Yeah.
and again, showmanship.
Absolutely.
definitely.
And the
Great show.
last thing that I will say that I think is helpful for me, and I of course with Velvet also, I've been accustomed to directing the band. Back to the top, take it to the top. This is what we're going to do next. And the goal is for me not to do that at all.
Yeah.
Is to just focus forward.
Focus on lyrics, singing.
And
Somebody said, just
performing.
tell them that nomás comes puro cheque.
Put a check in.
Little
She
chicken
doesn't know
nuggets.
where that's from. You probably know where that's from.
What?
So Yaritza.
Yaritza.
They ate them up, the group from Mexico, or they're from Washington.
yes, okay,
and
I
her
heard
brother's
about
like, well, nomás comes puro cheque. With no
Yeah.
salsa on it. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
working on it, and it's gonna take a minute, but again, I'm every show, I'm like, even if it's a small show, big show, small show, whatever, what did you do, and change it. I used to dwell on these things and like beat myself up, and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, oh, embarrassing, and that's probably videotaped, and I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me now. And so in that way, I'm growing too. It's one of those things where I see it, I acknowledge what I did or didn't do correctly, and then I fix it. I
Angelica,
work towards
let me
fixing
ask you, when you're done with a performance,
Nope.
do you
No, the answer is
bring
no.
the band together and talk about the performance? And I've been before now. I mean, I've been, me, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
I see bands that have been doing it for 20, 30 years. Maybe they assume they don't have to do that anymore.
I mean, yeah, we do, right, Joseph? I mean,
She looks at Joseph. Joseph, save us. Do we do it?
Joseph's tired. He's like, am I getting on camera or not?
She does. She'll text me, hey, bro, you came in late on the solo.
After she watched the video.
And I'm like, what solo? So she sends it to me. Oh, yeah. Well,
Tell
I was
her
busy.
it was a video. There was a video lag. It was just a video
I was
lag.
signing autographs in my room.
But Angelica, what I'll say is that I think, and this is my military mindset, right? Anything you guys ever do like that, it's great to and I know how it is, right? If you guys are at, sets and somewhere, everybody comes on stage, everybody wants to have a drink, your friends
Yeah,
are there.
yeah.
Like, I get it, right? But as a professional, and this is my own, right?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly believe that no matter how long you've been doing this together, that it would always help a band out. Like the minute you walk off, before everybody starts wandering off, it's still fresh, right? Tweet, you heard them come in late, right? You address it right then and there. Like, so that way next time, like, hey man, I'm on it.
I mean, I
not,
think
not later on, but where I'm going with it is like, I think if you guys do that, every time you walk back on that stage, that's not going to happen again, and it's just going to get better and
Right.
better and better.
And because we're growing, I will tell you, Joseph is a metalhead. And when he got into Velvet, R&B was new to him, And I'll tell you, Joseph is one of the best bandmates I've ever had. I'm not the best vocalist, but I want to try to be the best bandmate that I can be. Danny, who's our Velvet bass player, has been since the beginning. Now he's going to play a different role with Velvet and Moneda now on production. Now that we have Miguel, you know, so he is an amazing bandmate. And so coming back to Joseph hasn't done Tejano at this level. And I mean, when I say this level, Tejano's this is the real great level, and we're right here. But, you know, he hasn't done this much Tejano. He has put in the most work of everybody, charting every song, practicing, and working hard because not only do we want to perform and we want to have a great time, but we want the musicianship to be at a certain level. You know, we that's one of the things that Tweet has really worked toward. He's working towards that.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to be choffs.
Well, back to your
favorite
thing
word.
about talking about mistakes. A lot of times, and I know on our recent gigs, like everybody on stage, I consider they're all professional. That come and jam with us. They're all great. Like they do their thing. And a lot of times, like say the first set's done and such, or if even when I mess up, I'll go back to, hey guys, I messed up on this. I came in late, or I think everybody kind of acknowledges that already. You know what I mean? And or they'll come up to me, hey Tweet, hey man, I messed up right here. It's all good, bro. I mean, you know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not.
It's all good,
know?
Yeah,
but
the caliber of
if I'm the one paying, I'm like,
Well, you know the thing
$20
is,
doctor here, $20.
no,
Man, that's the case.
Like if I can say, like when I have you know, when we do our gigs or whatever, and you know we have those moments, and especially because Miguelito plays with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he's my son, but you know there's times where I kind of come down on him, you know, not like real hard, but you know I point out these things. I mean, even with Memo's been playing God knows how long. He's a bad dude.
Memo doesn't make mistakes, homeboy. Talk about Memo Rincon like that
Talk about
again,
Memo like that
Miguel.
when he ain't here to defend
Swear to you,
himself.
boy.
But yeah, so it's always in that constructive, you know, criticism.
Right.
And it's,
Definitely.
And it's always, you know,
Always in love, right?
Yeah, in love, and
and it's never and not degrading nobody. It's not to degrade nobody.
No.
It's like constructive
I
criticism,
want to
bro.
say that we're our own worst critics.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
When Angie does something she wasn't supposed to, she doesn't
Beat
like
yourself
it.
up.
If I do something I'm not supposed to, I hate it. And when Angie will tell me, "Hey, you did this, you zigged when you should have zagged," I'm like, I know, and I'm pissed off. You know, so.
And me too. Like if I switch up the set list, but everybody's looking at me like, what the?
I throw the biggest tantrum.
and the spouses are always like, "Nah, it doesn't matter. Nobody noticed." Yeah, it does, because you know you see
Yeah.
other musicals out there.
And you know what I will say? The reason that we cringe the most is because of the other musicians that
Right.
are on. We don't care. I mean, we do care overall, but we get more like, ugh, because they're going to be like, they effed it
we can
up.
all relate when.
Oh, of course.
When we see the musical and they're like, man, it sounded badass. That's when you know that they're talking shit. That's when you know that they're talking.
Thanks, bro.
But when they look at you and they're kind of like, they give you that stank face, right?
They
That's
give
when
you that
know,
stank.
Okay, yeah, you do something right. You do something right. But when they say, man, it sounded great.
Miguel said the stank look. They give you the stank look.
And you know what? Everybody does it. I mean, it was funny. And Tweet was like, you see, we were watching a couple bands, not just this weekend, but, you know, other places. He's like, you see, even the best bands mess up.
Oh, yeah, for
you know,
sure,
so
man.
we all do it.
Speaking of bands, but not missing up, shout out to a good friend of mine, Rocky Beltran, Grupo
Oh,
Mistenio.
Rocky.
They're on here.
What's up, Rocky? How you
And
doing,
so we're
brother?
talking about Mistenio and Rocky Beltran. Next week, right here in Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we got a special treat for you guys. Grupo Mistenio along with Grupo Sincero. We don't know if they're going to release something yet, but just be on the lookout. But definitely going to have a crazy, wacky Wednesday. I might invite Tweet and Angelica to come over here.
Yeah, let's do
and
it.
We'll drink some more crema de
Wednesday?
tequila.
We're drinking some more of that right
Yes.
now.
I'm like, what's
You want
going on
another one?
next Wednesday?
Take one.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
This is my kind
I
of.
guess I'm
You
driving.
already know.
What do you mean? You're not going to have another one with us?
Yeah, sure. As long as we're here for a while.
Hey, the sheriff and
you
the
know
chief
what?
of police watch.
We ought to tell them about our new single coming out also.
Oh,
Maybe we should play
Did-
that
did you
while
s-
we're drinking that
Did you
tequila.
send it to me?
I emailed it to you. I
She
believe.
emailed it to me,
So
guys.
we have a new single out, guys. We just uploaded it yesterday. And so this is my personal invitation to all the DJs, radio stations, internet DJs who want a copy of it. please send us, myself or tweet, a message, and we will get it right out to you. I already have, of course, the names and email addresses of all the others, and we are going to be working with a distributor and getting it to that person ASAP. But we wanted to go ahead and
Play it.
on the show
You
today.
didn't send it to me.
Oh.
I have to spell phonetically for you because I know you didn't understand me. It's all right though. Maybe next
We'll
time.
use English words. I don't know.
Can you pass her that phone right there?
Which one?
That pink
The
one?
pink one.
Is it a Barbie phone?
No.
No.
Hey guys, but as she's gonna email it to me again, it's Gunny Gomez. That's GUNNYGOMEZ@gmail.com. Yeah. I didn't get nothing. I promise you.
She's looking at you like you spelled it wrong, bro.
He knows that look.
While she's getting that, I want to bring up something Vanessa brought to my attention that I thought was hilarious. I had
that?
never seen this before in my life. So our good friend JR Gomez was out there, right? JR Gomez, Jose already knows, right? He gets off the stage, he's signing autographs, and there's a lady in Milwaukee that wants him to sign her butt, but not even the pant, like her butt, like a real butt. So he signs it, right? And he comes back walking all badass, like JR Gomez does, right? He's walking, and then everybody's like, "Yo, JR just signed this girl's ass. He just signed this girl's ass." I was like, "Okay, cool." I said, "JR, really, dude? No, you don't have no vergüenza? You did that like this, trying to make him feel bad? You're not gonna make him feel bad." So you know what he does? He comes up and he puts his hand in my nose like that.
Damn it.
So I take the bottle of a hand sanitizer. We get all cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. So as we wait for,
What's your email? What's your
did it go?
password for your Wi-Fi password?
No, really?
Well, I mean, I set it, but
It's not going through?
let's see. No, it's not going through.
Oh my goodness. But then I have to disconnect my Bluetooth.
You send it. Tweet.
Tweet, you send it. You send it.
You don't mind.
Guys, again, shout out to Orlando Big O Prieto. Saludos, guys, in San Antonio, Texas, de parte de Big O. Tuning in.
Yeah.
Demi Garcia, what's going down? Stephanie La
up,
Chaparita
Demi?
Rodriguez. Hi, Miguel Hernandez and tweet. Oh, girls doesn't want to say hi to another girl. Nah, but
You
that's
didn't
okay.
say hi to me.
Rocky Beltran says, invite tweet, bro, so we can do shots Valley style.
Hey, I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this the guy that was doing shots with you on that
What's
Valley
your-
show?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Wacky.
You know what? Yes.
We're down for that,
I'll
Rocky.
be the interviewer that day. I'll stay sober, and then you all can drink.
Yeah, we can do the shots.
Yes. I'll maintain the control and sanity.
Oh, dude, it would be. You know, I need to have somebody send me. Like, I need to have somebody come in here and do a show, because in case I ever have to go and do something, whatever, I can have somebody like, hey, you're gonna fill in for
Me
me.
or Shelly.
Can you
or-
imagine? That's when you really made it. When you have somebody that can
Everybody's
fill in
rolling
for
their
you,
eyes.
bro.
Hey.
Everybody's rolling their eyes because I said me. I know.
You want to do it, Angelica?
Of course, I would love to.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on,
let's
dude.
do a girls' night.
A girls'
Oh my
night.
God, calm down with the girls' night.
Take it
already.
over. Let's see, all
do you think?
inboxes, maybe. I don't
Everybody
know.
wears pink. What do you think, girls?
I'm not getting nothing,
We'll have all
bro.
the girls on here. We'll have like a slumber party show. We'll have a girls' night slumber party show.
It's simple.
And our
so
PJs.
maybe-
Whoever wants to wear, some of the girls want to wear sexy lingerie, PJs. You know what I'm saying?
I think
We can be in it.
Yeah, we
Let-
should be in it, but we wouldn't have to be in. We'd have to probably leave the house. We do girl.
Well,
we do,
yeah,
we do,
y'all can
we
leave
do
the house,
We
just
do
the
guys'
girls.
night out at
Yeah.
Twin Peaks or something.
Y'all can go out and I mean, okay, it doesn't have to be sexy
Guys,
pajamas.
you know what? It's not coming in. I don't know.
I already sent it to you.
I know, bro. I don't know what's going on. Primary.
Exactly.
Went to your spam.
Spam.
Go to spam, maybe.
Yeah, I go to spam.
Wow. You probably have
There
like
it is.
a
Oh, there it is.
Both
Arthur
of
Juarez.
them.
Dang.
You're real child.
I just want to say, Bumper,
Wow.
I think I'm owed an apology.
I'm sorry. Right here, No Puedo Vivir.
New
Exclusive.
No Puedo Vivir.
New single. Angelica, Moneda.
Al oír tu voz me enamoré por completo. Ay, amor. Y hoy que tú te quieres ir, la vida sin ti no tiene sentido. No puedo vivir sin ti, mi corazón, tú eres. No me dejes en el olvido. El cielo se ha vuelto gris. Yo no puedo aguantar la herida. Si me dejas así, no puedo vivir sin ti. Ya deja ese orgullo. No me dejes en el olvido. El cielo se ha vuelto gris.
Oh my goodness.
Palomo dejas el nido y yo estoy sin ti.
This is a worldwide exclusive right here.
Yeah, this is
This is
Never
the
been
first time
played,
ever.
first time ever.
First time ever.
Dude, another one for Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. No puedo vivir sin ti.
It's actually
Angelica
No
y
Puedo
Grupo
Vivir.
Moneda.
It's
Yeah,
actually-
you
it's
guys
actually
heard it
No
here
Puedo
first.
Vivir.
No
No
puedo
puedo
vivir.
vivir.
Did I say it wrong?
Well, I keep saying sin ti also because it's
It's
no
because of-
puedo
Oh,
vivir
because of the
sin
way
ti.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the whole. My bad.
That's all right.
It's
That's
all
all
good.
right. Thank
It's
you,
so-
Steven.
I
Thank
want to
you,
give a shout
Demi.
out to our producer Lorenzo Papobanda from
Yes.
Rockcore Studios for
Deep Apple.
Deep Apple,
Deep
man.
Apple.
Deep Apple, bro. So
Oh yeah.
huge shout out to him for
Yep.
producing this song for us. And man, I'll tell you what, man, we've been having such a great time in the studio with him. I mean, things have been coming out. I mean, just natural, man. It's nice. It's good. It's stressful. It's not stressful. It's fun. You know what I mean? We're having fun, you know?
Well, y'all had fun, but Miguel wasn't. He wasn't in the studio making this, right?
He
Nah,
wasn't.
no.
So if he
but
sticks around for another album, it might not be that fun. Because this dude's a
No.
fucking
He's
what do you call
gonna
it? He's a what do you call it? What do you
Perfectionist,
a
bro.
perfectionist, dude.
I am too.
You know
They
what I
don't
mean?
let me re-record when I want to. They're like, no, that was. Oh, just kidding. Here we go. Here we go.
The looks.
There you
I
go.
thought
Hey guys, you guys can.
I felt
I
it.
thought-
There you go, Miguel. You can
Right?
you can cut the tension in the air. You can cut the tension in the air.
Hey,
Oh
tweet,
man.
tweet.
So when will this be released to the public?
It's actually already on iTunes. So,
You're just pushing.
I literally just uploaded it yesterday.
Today, so it just came out
Yesterday,
today.
so it should
Okay,
be-
so you
yeah.
guys can download that
So
already.
today,
now.
Download it on iTunes.
They
Probably
want to know
Spotify
who's the
next couple
songwriter
days.
for No Puedo Vivir. Who's the song?
Me, myself, myself, Luis Garza.
Luis Garza.
And he doesn't know it yet because I haven't called him. But J.R. Moreno, who wrote the first song, he also worked the lyrics on this song. So he doesn't know it yet. If you're watching, I meant to call you, but we've added, so all three of us are on this song.
So, tweet like when you hear her sing this one now, you're gonna be like, "It's about me." Are you playing the accordion?
No, not at all, brother.
I had these lyrics before.
You know what I'm saying, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna
I
hit his
wrote
caller
this-
like for all the men in the audience.
Pa' que
Like,
sepan.
Nomás pa' que sepan, eh.
cabrones.
hey, you're gonna say this next song is one of my favorites. I think it's dedicated to me. Go ahead, and I can take it over. Here we go.
We're calling Angelica Swift instead of Taylor Swift.
Oh shit, man!
I had written a poem. It was before I met Tweet.
Yeah, see, bro? Yeah. Ya no le den
What
more.
an exclusive!
No, it's because I always call him baby. Sorry, baby.
Oh my god, this interview just
Sweet.
went hard right. It went to the
Damn
hard
it.
right, boy.
I wrote it for you, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
No, but were we awkward silence?
You made the awkward silence.
All
Well,
bad.
I'm gonna break the ice. I got a
Turn
question.
around this way, like-
Joseph, right? We got
Oh, yeah,
Joseph
Joseph.
here.
That's right, Joseph.
Joseph, you're one of the I've had a lot of guys that come from the metal side come in here, right? But she made it like very known that your heavy metal background, right? Then you went to
Yeah.
Velvet. This is a real question. How hard is it? How difficult is it for somebody to go from that to like a traditional Tejano?
It's incredibly hard. People think, a lot of the guitarists in the rock scene think, oh, I can play Tejano. No, you can't, bro. You gotta, if you don't study it and learn from guys, shout out to James. He taught me a lot. James Garcia from Finding Friday. I go watch guys like Carl. He has a Rush tribute band who used to play with Emilio. So I go watch and learn these guys. And sometimes I go to their shows. I don't even go say hi to them. I'm just chilling in the back, watching them play, whether it's Tejano or rock. And I learn from them, not just how they play, but what they're playing and their sound. And Angie makes fun of me and these other guitarists. When we get together, we're a bunch of guitar nerds, and that's all we'll talk about.
What do they do? Tweet. What do they do?
We're just...
They get
guitarded.
Oh,
Speaking of guitars, man, saludos to a friend of mine, Mr. Manny Moreno from Los Angeles, California. He says, saludos, we're here in LA filling with Paula Dianda and Gabriel Zavala. New music coming soon, man. So,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, man, yeah, people watch the show from all walks of life. A lot of people don't know me and Manny Moreno grew up in the same neighborhood in Beeville, Texas. We're altar boys
Crazy.
together. And now he's in LA doing producing
That's
and
awesome, man.
all kinds of
Awesome.
crazy
Shout out.
stuff.
Tweet's mom is from Beeville. Yeah, right.
Well, she was born right there in Pawnee, Texas.
Pawnee, Texas,
Texas.
man. Hell yeah.
And I'm sorry, I think I interrupted Tweet. He was talking about Papo and Loren, and the fact that we were at Rock Horse Studios. So, we've got 4 or 5 more songs that we plan to work with Papo on.
Oh yeah, no, we have I think 7 more that we're gonna do. So this is just our 3rd one right now. So
Yep.
we're doing a whole album.
So that y'all are talking about albums this weekend. And for the people watching, that's a pause for effect. I know what I want to say. Don't think that I did that on purpose, right? But this weekend we had some very long conversations, right, about albums and LPs and singles,
EPs.
right? And I'm going to say it. It doesn't matter if people get upset or hurt. I think that the Tejano Music Awards, right? Vino and the whole staff. I think that the Tejano Music Awards, and I love them dearly. I back them up. I will
too.
never say anything right. But I think that we are behind the times when it comes to the Tejano Music Awards. Right, I've read the black and white, and I've had Bino on the show, and I've had my friends say, "Hey, I never get nominated, whatever." Did you do the legwork? Did you read the rules?
The fine
did
print.
you read the fine
Right.
print? Did you do that, right? But I think that the fine print needs to be changed, because the days of people writing albums, doing 10 songs and putting out a CD and a cover and all that stuff, those days are gone.
Right. I mean, back then, they people used to get signed to
Right,
labels,
but-
and
but-
that was where the money came from to get a whole album out.
So you're telling me, and the way the rules are written, okay, if Moneda doesn't come out with the full album, you get a song, right? Your single right here. This song goes, on Rudy Trevino's countdown for 4 months. It stays in the top 20 for 4 months straight. And you wouldn't be up for single of the year, or you couldn't be up for entertainer of the year, or you couldn't be up for female artist of the year. Why? The reason why you can't is because that song doesn't belong to an album, right? The Grammys doesn't do
I
that.
thought that, and I did. Had I had more time, I would have printed the rules, because I was curious about a few things. Because I was very disappointed not to see Gabriela Martinez on any of the lists. Annika, Alicia C. I was really disappointed because they've put a lot of work in, and one of the things also and like
I'm probably gonna get some
Carla.
backlash. But it's
Well,
all right.
I
It's
probably
cool.
am too. What do I know, right? I'm still new, and maybe I am or I'm not. But you do see the people who work hard, who worked really hard, and everyone on the list has worked hard. Don't get me wrong, but I just thought for sure I would see Gabriella on something. And I did, because I wasn't sure if even we qualified for anything. And I think we did qualify for Song of the Year, a Song of the Year. We didn't put it in.
But again, everything has its fine print.
Yes.
Right? It's been working for years. I get that. But just like music changes, the times change.
Sure.
You know, we don't have those big record companies anymore like they did in the 80s and the 90s, right?
Right.
I mean, these guys are putting their own hard-earned
Yes.
money to make 2 or 3 singles.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
But here's the other,
course.
the way I see it too. Well, you know what? I want to fulfill that. I want to be able to be nominated for Talent Music Awards. So I have these 3 badass songs, but it's got to be an album. So guess what? I'm going to add these 6 or 7 more songs, and they're shit. Right? You're just doing them because hey, you got to put them together. You have to push this album up before this time so it can qualify for the following
Right.
And
year.
then you're just rushing the art.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
And
what I'm
what's
saying.
the purpose, right?
For
Is the
what?
purpose to make it to the deadline of the award show, or is the point of us creating music to create good music?
Yeah.
Quality
and
music.
so, you know, being a, what did they label me? A Tejano influencer. I'm going to try to influence you guys to like, hey, we need to change that. It needs to be changed because you mean to tell me that if Miguel puts out a single by himself, right? And we all agree that is a badass
great
song,
single,
right?
right.
And then next year when we go up to the Tejano Music Awards, it's not even mentioned. He's not even nowhere.
Right.
How fair is that?
Yeah, I was surprised at some of the names on some of the lists, and then again some of the names that were not on the list. But you know, again, I will always continue, and I think we talked about it, to support whatever the rules are the rules, and or whoever the nominees are the nominees. We're going to support the
Tejano Music Awards, and
Period.
I'm with you,
Because-
100%. Show up,
That's right.
Come dressed,
That's
make
right.
it an elegant event.
Yeah.
Just like I said last year, like last year the attendance was it was nice.
It was
to
great.
see all the tables full. You know, some of the seating in the back was pretty much full, but people came dressed. Like
Yes.
people just didn't show up in a t-shirt and a baseball cap. Like they came dressed, and it was something that you remembered from the night. People show up in the limousines and whatnot. So, you know, the elegant part of that, I want it to stay. Like that
Of
needs to stay.
course.
But
yeah,
the background of the awards, like whatever committee that is, whoever that is, they need to revamp it. Right? If you want our genre to continue to grow and change with the times, because it's changing with the times, then everything else has to go with it.
Right.
Because if it doesn't, we're not like Gabriella. That's a slap in her face.
because the only thing the very minimum, the only thing that I worried about was that these young the new artists are going to become discouraged, that there's nothing, you know, no matter how hard I work, I'm never going to be able to get, you know, the recognition for my hard work. And she deserves that recognition. I will say that right now, as well. And like, I was sad to see Carla Cristina. She's come out.
Yeah,
of the business.
she kind of.
You know what I mean?
I think she got like a little bad taste in. That's what I think. She had a little bad taste in her mouth, and you know.
But again,
but ever since the beginning, when I first met her, like her voice was always like
great voice.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice.
She can play.
I mean, when we
she
heard,
can play anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's the only kind of downside, is that you don't, you know, if the industry wants to continue to grow. I mean, all of the current artists are 40 and over. I mean, the bigger ones.
Yeah. I mean, all the what we call the 8 artists.
What is the percentage of all Tejano artists that are 40 and over? So to discourage the younger ones, you know, it's kind of I worry about that.
You know, and I'm glad you brought that up, because, you know, yeah, we're talking about Moneda and everything about Moneda, but this really shows to people that you guys are not just artists. Like, you guys are well-rounded in everything. You're looking at everything just the way we do as fans. You know, this is the way all these artists are this way. You know, if you guys have never had a chance to actually sit down and conversate with you know, Tejano artists, they're for the most part, they all think, you know, alike. Honestly,
but you got to be careful too, because then you don't want to get black.
Well, then that's the thing.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuff
that's
behind
right,
it.
and I don't want to. That's why I say
I'm
support
okay.
and
I'm
I
okay.
follow
What did
on
that
a
take away from me? Like,
They're gonna call
I
me and
mean,
say you can't sing. No, I'm so honored to even have won the award last year. You know, I mean, so honored. And someone posted, yeah, you're right. That it's great to get these accolades and recognition, and it's not everything. And like Miguel said, what about the quality of the music and the musicianship? That's really a part of Moneda's goal, is to maintain that regardless of charts, regardless of awards. But I'm really speaking more for people like Gabriela, who's a new artist, or Alicia C, a beautiful voice. I mean, beautiful, gorgeous vocals. And how we want to promote that
and
for them.
she could have been
That's important to
showcased,
them.
right?
Yeah. Anyway,
just
that's
to
all I'll
show
say
you
about that.
guys the wide variety of people who watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and he'll say, I don't know why he did this, but I love the guy. The guy for me has always been just a badass dude from the very first time I met him, and I hear him every single morning on my way to work, right? And he's watching the show. Man, a big abrazo, big shout out to our good friend, Mr. Johnny Ramirez from 95.7.
Hey, Johnny.
Right?
Johnny.
And he has a comment that I want to read out loud.
Okay.
He says, man, I understand the accolades are great for the ego, but really, you put too much influence on the TTMA award. The best award there should be is a packed house of people singing your songs.
Heck yeah.
That should fill your heart.
Yes.
Definitely.
And that's true.
Johnny, I'm 100% with you. All I'm saying is that, just when speaking of the awards, some of those things need to be changed, right? But maybe we shouldn't put so much influence on it. You're absolutely right. But I just think that, some of those things need to be changed.
Yeah.
Jose de Jesus says awards or charts are not the real recognition.
That's true.
The crowds, fans coming to the gigs is the real recognition.
Absolutely.
And especially the legacy you leave behind.
Yes.
I shout out to Mike Torres Jr.
Hey,
watching from
Mike
California.
Torres.
Debbie Pimentel.
Yes. Love Debbie.
Mellow.
Earl Hudson. Shout out to Earl. Right, Uncle Earl
I
from
made a
K
video
Alamo.
for
He's
you,
on there.
but I need to redo it.
Shout out to
But I'm
Mellow.
glad you brought that up, right? Because
And again,
maybe
we
Joseph
support.
not so much, but you three are very knowledgeable about the albums and when it comes to the awards. All I'm saying is that I think change needs to happen, right? I don't know who you go to for that. I don't know if there's like I don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
I would have to call Bino and say, Bino, how does this work, or where do you put in for maybe changing some requisites for people to be recognized.
And I just figured that we'd see Gabriela next year or Alicia C next year. I just figured, well, they probably didn't qualify for something this year, but they will next year.
But it's because there's no albums, there's singles.
Gabriela, Alicia C, Anika, and all the new artists out there, do not get discouraged, because we need you. We need you to continue to do what you're doing, continue to work hard, and I'm rooting for you. And I know, somebody said, oh, they talk about support, but they don't show support. And I'm not really sure what that means, except that I think what it means is just because I don't post your stuff on my page or, doesn't mean I don't support. I support everybody. My social media it happens to be for, my platform for Moneda and what we're trying to build, our brand and that type of thing. It doesn't mean I don't support. I'm always supporting and rooting for you guys. Cristelo has a new song out. Tina Modis put a new song out that I really loved. I heard y'all play it here. Alicia C, love her voice. Gabriela continues to work very hard. So anyway, I just want to say, don't give up. Keep working. We need you. We need you guys.
Shout out to Tina Modis, man. I think she's somebody that's gonna, she was there for a little bit and kind of she got sick, right?
Yeah.
But I think she's starting to come out of her shell a little bit. You're going to start hearing a little bit more about Tina. She has a beautiful, raspy, strong voice.
Let me tell you, it's not easy to put yourself out there. You get all this criticism. People are judging you. We already know, I have a big head, apparently, bobblehead. But you could also kind of sit back in the shadows and do nothing. And that that will be your legacy.
Yeah,
So you've got to decide. You got to make that decision. It doesn't matter what people think or say, or it doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, what
Do
I'm saying
you,
about the
boo-boo.
the awards, I just want to rattle the cage. Like,
No,
oh,
stop
shit,
rattling the cage. They just said
somebody's
I was
saying
going to
that, like,
perform. Stop it. They're going to cut me.
want to rattle the cage a little bit. But no, Mike Toles Jr., Bumper Awards of Texas. No, hombre, vato. We'd have 2 people show up.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
You know, you guys are awesome. Great friends, too. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the big purple and black wave alive. Shout out to Uncle Earl
out
from
to Calmo.
98.9. But no, man, it really warms my heart that people like Johnny, you know, because to me in the Tejano industry, I mean, 20 something. Well, he's been on the radio longer than that, but you know, I think 25 years straight reigning number 1 Tejano station in the world. Right. And he was the voice of that. And again, I get to call him my friend whenever I have, like, he's one of those guys that there's a song that I heard and I have no idea who the hell sang it. I can call Johnny and I can hum it to him. And he'll tell you, hey, it's right then and there. Hey, this is the song, right? So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody who's supporting Tejano music, man. All our DJs online, all the internet radio stations, all the terrestrial radios.
Yes.
Because you know, it's all a joint effort to continue to keep our Tejano industry relevant.
Yes.
And here at Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, that's what I really try to push. And the reason I do this show is to keep our culture and our music relevant. At the end of the day, that's the bottom line. That's what it's about.
Right. That's right.
And I, you know, what comes with it, I get to have friends that become family to me. Literally, like going to Milwaukee and showing up there at the hotel and seeing everybody. It's not like,
I just saw you yesterday.
yeah, like it's family. Like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, you know, my primos are here, right? Everybody knows everybody. It's
She's
not
a
like
10, but she
I don't know
calls it
him. I don't
smokes.
know them. I don't know. Everybody knows each other, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well, see, Dos Antonio and West Texas. I will say, I didn't think you liked me when I first.
Hell yeah, tell him.
I was like, Tweet, I don't think he likes me. Like, he's not very nice. He's like, calm down.
We hadn't even met you
Damn,
yet.
not very nice.
I was like,
I'm a
he's
nice
not
guy.
nice, but
Miguel,
he-
am I a
no.
nice guy?
Well, now you are.
See?
Oh,
Now
really?
you are. Oh.
When it was me the whole time.
I know.
That's what they say about me. She's not. She has mean girl attitude.
No, I'm just. I mean, you know, I my wife always tells me, like, if I don't smile, I have that look like what an asshole, right? But at the end of the day, I could talk to anybody. Like I told you at your show, being able to just go sit next to this couple that I don't know from anybody and tell them, hey, why are you guys
We're
here?
the same way. We're the same way.
Yeah.
We talk to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We love meeting people.
The only people I didn't talk to was on my plane ride back on Monday. I was knocked. I probably was snoring, to be honest with you.
Shoot, I was tired. I was rocking my
knocked out.
sunglasses all trying to think. I wasn't trying to be bad. I was just tired.
Angelica, where do you see Moneda 1 year from now?
Let's let Tweet answer that. He's the dream. He's got big dreams.
Okay.
I'm the
All
realist.
right,
Like,
let me try this
oh.
again. Hey, Tweet, where do you see Moneda 1 year from now?
Well, we'll be done with this album and we'll be on to the next album for sure. But
Safe answer.
you know, I think I just really want to get the guys in the band, build the guys that are gonna work the best with us and work with each other and all that. And honestly, I just see the band like sounding really good. You know, just trying to get the best sound we can get as a unit, as a whole, and having a great show. So really, right now, it's just about building that right now. About building the band, building the show, getting the structure, putting in, like, I call this right now the hard work, the I forgot how I say it, but like right now we're grinding, right? Like we're doing all the dirty work right now just to get us to where we need to be at. So, you know, a year from now, I mean, we're doing all the big shows already. So, I mean, you know, it's really just keep on working on more music, man. I mean, you know, that's really all I really like to do is I want to just leave a good legacy.
And
you know?
right now, what's great about what Angelica does is that, you know, you mentioned you played Elida songs, right? You do a lot of Tejano covers, right? But you're not forgetting your own stuff. I think a lot of artists sometimes they want to keep the crowd so entertained that they do so many covers they forget about putting who they are, right?
Yeah.
Put your
No,
song out
we
there.
have to do
and
our
that
song.
happens a lot, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
you want to please the crowd so much that you're forgetting why you're actually up on a stage for
Right.
yourself, right?
Right.
You got to highlight yourself.
Yep.
So if you guys continue to do that and you continue to be able to blend, the whole Velvet stuff with Moneda that you do so perfectly, your fan base is just going to grow. And what's really cool is that, like I told you the last time, when you start doing the Velvet gigs and more people start asking, like, hey, man, can you play a cumbia? Can you play? And then I guarantee you that's been happening lately.
Yeah. Now,
right?
now Tweet is like, we always just bring the accordions
just
now.
have to have it.
And so what you're doing without you even knowing is that maybe there were some people that grew up with Tejano music, right? They remembers of their parents or grandparents or tios or tias, right? And they go to a Velvet thing and then they're like, hey, you know what, dude? Maybe people don't listen to Johnny in the Morning like I do,
Right.
or don't. They just don't. They don't focus on Tejano music. They're everything, whatever other music's out there. But the minute they hear it, they're like, hey, man, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We really got to focus on the age group, right? The age group of 15 to 25 years old. That's what we're missing.
Yep.
At the end of the day, Tejano music is blooming. It's blossoming. I mean, if you didn't see the crowds this weekend in the Midwest, not San Antonio,
Right.
Not the Valley,
I think
the
Joseph,
Midwest.
somebody told Joseph, I didn't know there were any Latinos, any Mexicans or Latinos in the Midwest. That's what they said on his page.
They were
And we're like,
You were freaking out, right?
Yeah.
That's the same way I was.
amazing.
The same way I was 2 years ago when I made the trip out there. But that's the God honest truth to Angelica. Like, you continue to be able to bring some of those guys and you're broadening their horizons. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
You brought up something earlier, like a lot of our artists that we look up to, they're over 40, right? We don't have a young band. But I'm going to tell you this: for a while there, I thought there was young people that existed that liked the music. That's
there
not
are.
true.
It's not true.
There's a shit load
lot.
of artists. I mean,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
a dad of one of them right here.
Yeah.
Miguelito's
Oh,
12
yes.
years old,
Yep.
and he loves
Miguelito,
Tejano music.
Baby Eddie,
right.
Rich Signs. I mean, these are all young
cats,
musicians.
right? And that's kind of what we forget. Like, the Tejano from the 90s, the late 80s. I mean, those groups were in their young 20s,
Yeah.
mid 20s.
Yeah.
So they were and hey guys, calm down.
Hey,
They were
putting
very
everybody's
eye
business out.
appealing for the young
God.
ladies. You know what I mean? Like, it was just that's kind of how it was. So
and I definitely can't forget about my 8-year-old Noel. He's playing keyboard.
There you
now.
go.
there you go. You're
There you go.
gonna
We need more keyboard
calm down,
players.
Abraham.
We
Calm
need
down
more
over
keyboard-
here.
Calm down, Q. Calm down.
I'm waiting for my 6-year-old. I was like, come on, baby, you gotta work.
Hurry up, let's go.
Well, I want to read Jose de Jesus' comment just because he wrote a long comment. Frontera's mindset was just quinces locally or just playing in Texas clubs until someone else believed in them and they dreamt of greater things for them. That was just 1 year ago. So dream big and find the right people to back you up and think outside of Texas.
Yeah. Well,
and outside of the box.
I love that he says that because, when I think I saw Stephanie posting they're going to California, or you mentioned it.
Yeah.
There they go, outside of Texas. We're going to the Midwest. Even Shelly said it. Shelly has a shout out to Shelly and all her artists coming out of Shell Shock Records. Their artists are going outside of the Tejano industry. So I think we get so we start looking only within our circle, and we do have to spread out. We have to realize that the world is bigger than the Men in Black locker of Jay. That
She's not an actress. It's all right.
he's like, why did you say that? Because we gotta. There is. There's a wider audience, and we gotta hit that.
Speaking of a wider audience,
What?
you know who just jumped in on your interview?
Who?
Do you know somebody named Checho Serna? There's some congas. You know what band he plays for?
Who?
School her up.
School me up.
Tell her.
Into Cable.
Dang.
All right. Shout out to Intocable. Intocable's in the house.
I want to do a duet with
thank
you.
you guys,
I want to do a duet with you. I ain't shy to ask.
No, man, but again, just back to you, Angelica. for me as a fan, as a friend of you guys, is like super proud of what you're doing.
Thank you.
Like when you were first on here and you talked about like, yeah, I wanna venture into the Tejano thing. That's a good looking woman right
She
there.
good looking girl.
Hey, walking
Weecha,
in
shout out to
walking
Weecha.
in the
Weecha.
bags.
Shout out to
my
Weecha
wife,
looking
Weecha.
all hot and sexy. Dang, girl.
But the when you were first on here and speaking, where you wanted to go and what you're doing now, that's what I'm talking about. Like you're speaking into existence, man.
Yeah.
We always hear people say that,
Definitely.
right? Speak whatever you're trying to do into existence.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're doing something you love, right? And if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right.
Yeah.
At the end
I
of the
say
day,
every time my name comes across your lips in a negative way, God blesses me twofold.
there you go. There you go, man.
Be good. I did want to mention real quickly. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Dale.
I will anyway. Don't forget, we have a show this Sunday, September the 3rd at Stetson Hall on Bandera, Helotes area, 1604 area. We play from 8 to midnight. So Miguel's going to be on stage with us, Joseph Valdez, Michael Rodriguez, myself, and Tweet Waters. Let's have a good time. No cover, Sunday, September 3rd. That's right. I don't want to hear that y'all got to work the next day, because you don't. 8 to 12, guys, come on out and check us out.
Some raza works on Labor Day, homie.
That's true.
We're
But you know what?
hardworking people.
It'll be good.
take
And then
the
we
day
do
off.
have a big secret collab that we have up our sleeves that we cannot disclose. But if you guys want to throw out some ideas.
So why did you bring it up on this show?
know.
I want to let them know.
Oh, like,
I want to
really,
let them know
dude?
what's coming. I
Gotta
want to let
wait
them know
for
what's
that one.
coming in 2023.
You're gonna have to wait for that one.
Why would you do that? Well, it becomes shout out to our good friend Sergio Barbosa as well.
Sergio, tráelos a Dallas.
Saludos to
Ese.
Dallas. This is the part of the show that I give the microphone to you guys. You can do saludos, whatever you guys want. The mic's y'all's, the show's y'all's. Run with it.
I'll
I told
go.
you that. You're talking to me.
I got something to say about this dude.
Dale, bro.
Do you remember jumping in the van with me and Luis, our keyboard player, and there was a bunch of young ladies from Mexico, the mariachi ladies?
Yeah.
Okay, we jump in. I jump in the back. There's 4 women next to me, right?
Remember, he's a married man. I'm just kidding.
No. This is how cool he was. He jumps up there. Luis is up there. So this girl's trying to talk to me in Spanish, real Spanish, not the Southside Texas Spanish.
He said real Spanish.
And I'm trying to, I'm trying to be cool, and it's hard to be cool when I couldn't. And I'm like, Bump, how do you say this in Spanish? How do you say? He jumps right in, starts talking to her. He's helping me out.
He's your
And
wingman.
then I'm like, all right, cool. She's asking me about the temperature in San Antonio. He's telling her they have a different word for temperature. I didn't know what.
Temperatura? No?
No.
Oh,
it was weird.
El,
Yeah.
climate,
And so they're
climate,
talking to me,
climate.
Bump's talking. So then he starts bringing up Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's the only thing what Bumper would do.
So he's telling them that, the story. And these young ladies are in shock, is what their eyes are all big.
Yeah.
So Luis, our keyboard player, Luis Sanchez, he starts saying that we're passing by the house that he killed people at. And I believe he's not telling the truth. He's lying to me. And I'm like, dude, Luis, how did you know all that? Oh, I'm just making stuff up. So between him and Luis, they're scaring the hell out of these women, and I'm over here trying to, I'm single, so trying to,
When Joseph
And
was
they're
in our
afraid.
bus,
They're
Joseph was in our bus, and then he started, talking to the other.
So I didn't know
the
what to
young
do.
ladies,
So
yeah.
so I went back to the hotel and we partied with Ram till about 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that was cool. You are
Joseph
right.
usually has no point. Usually,
No, that was the point.
That was the point. Is I stepped in for him. That's what he's trying to tell
he
you.
were
was
his
like, all right, cool,
wingman.
I got you.
Yes, everyone on stage. I think we had like 4 single guys on stage with us, and so we were like, I always like to point them out because they're single, and so we were like, uno, and they would put their hand up. Oh, it was fun. It was funny. We had a
Tweet
good
raised his
time.
hand
You had to
too.
be there.
I seen him.
Tweet
When he
raised his
turned
hand,
around and
too.
looked, he raised his
Oh
hand.
yeah,
Like that.
you have to,
Technically-
man. You know,
technically he's
like I said,
single.
we gotta get the show
Technically, he's
better.
single,
Like that's
and
we're
get-
working on
which
it. So,
means
you know
I'm
what I mean?
single.
Vanessa said that the Jeffrey Dahmer's usually her line.
Eee.
When she's driving us around, she goes, "Oh yeah, so Jeffrey Dahmer killed people." I love it. You know?
That was awesome. That's
So
good stuff.
I wanted to say, I just a year ago, like what Angelica was saying. I mean, this was just an idea a year ago, and now we're here. You know, creating an album and forming our band and doing these things. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that supports us. We have a lot of good support. I mean, too many people to even name. I mean, just a lot of support, and just we're really thankful for that, because it's really hard to start something from scratch, and it's a lot of hard work. And believe me, like me and Angelica, it's every day. It's something, one thing or the other. Is just grinding and grinding and grinding. So, you know, we're doing the best we can, and we're trying to get the best music we can do, and we're learning just like everybody else. And but I do feel very overwhelmed with the support we're getting, and I just really thankful for that.
That's
So
awesome,
I just want to thank all the fans and everybody that gives us their support, and everybody that plays our music and supports our music. Thank y'all very much.
Hell yeah,
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Miguel.
Um,
It's getting serious. You getting serious?
It's getting serious now.
This shit's getting
I'm a
serious now.
Scorpion. I like.
I'll take a Corona Premier,
I
please.
like
well, anyways,
Chocolate
no, I
milk.
just wanted to send a shout out to my family that I'm pretty sure is watching right now. Also, just everybody that's supporting Tejano music, and of course is supporting Moneda, and of course, you know, shameless plug. You know, my latest singles.
Absolutely.
Go
for it.
And you know, I'm glad that you spend it on the show, and so I appreciate that. You know, I'm still doing my thing,
Yep.
still doing our shows, but sharing the love. You know, working together with some great people, and like I've always said, it's always great working with phenomenal musicians, and especially to say that, man, I work with this person, but yet I can call them my friends.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
And that's what
Because then
all
does it really
about.
work?
Exactly.
No,
No,
it's not.
it's not. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
So anyway, so yes, I'm excited about working with with Moneda and seeing the shenanigans we'll get into.
Oh yeah.
And
for
it'll
sure.
be fun.
Thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Miguel, for helping us out and joining us over here and
Sure.
being part of us, man. It's your talent coming with us, bro. It means a lot to
It
us.
does.
And
We're excited. I'm
we
excited.
just went up a notch. Just having you with us, a couple of notches.
You just put
believe
your
that.
toe on stage, and
It's like, whoa.
all the fans
Y'all
are going to
see
show
that?
up.
It
Y'all see
changed.
that? He had his toe on there.
I don't think I have any more checks to give. Guys. Yeah, man. We broke.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to Tweet, just for being you.
Oh, thank you. I
Just
appreciate
kidding.
it.
No,
Thank-
no. Well, what I was gonna say is I want to thank
Damage
Tweet.
control.
Tweet, man, he works hard, and so thank you for your support. And that's number one backbone of Moneda. So you know, it was a huge decision to be with the Moneda team full time, and he didn't hesitate, not once. And you know, he's my partner in crime and all things Moneda. So thank you, Tweet, for all your hard work.
Thank you, sweetheart. We're good.
Yeah, Tweet out of the doghouse no more, dog. You got out of the doghouse.
I'm not in the
hombre.
doghouse anymore.
You know, to everybody
Take a
watching,
lesson, girls.
Thanks, Twit.
Take a lesson,
you
girls.
know,
Hey, thanks, Twit.
to everybody watching, man, this is awesome. Like, you know, doing the show for over 3 years already, and being able to open my doors to new artists or a thought, just a thought, and for me to be on the outside to see them a whole year later come full circle. And then to be on stage in Milwaukee, like, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
That's freaking amazing.
That's
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
And that's what I hope,
for all the
our this little room right here, has really helped. And I don't ever see that. Like, people tell me, like, Mom, you don't realize what you're doing. And I say, what do you mean? I don't like it's just, we're just talking. Like, no, bro, you don't get it. Like, it's over your head.
Yeah.
But the fact that we spoke here, I mean, this is your third time probably with me,
Yeah.
right? It's your
Third
third time with me. And just to see, who knows, 6 months now or 8 months from now when you're back on my show and you have, 2 albums already underneath your, or whatever the case may be. We don't know, right? You could have a song that ends up being number 1, outside of Tejano. You just don't know. You don't know, man.
Right.
But the fact that you guys continue to come here, hang out with me, and again, all you guys are humble. Every single one. I mean, I even told this weekend, like, humble dude. Like there isn't one. I'll take that back. There's a few out there, that they'll give you the cold shoulder. But for the most part, most Tejano artists are very welcoming, and for me, for what I do, it's always gives me the warm and fuzzy. I like to say when they, hey, you know what, I appreciate that you had me on the show, or you're talking about our music, right? Because at the end of the day, this is just another new form. Not new, because it's been around for years, right? But it's just another way of, again, keeping our music relevant.
That's right. And thank you, Bump, for having us today.
Definitely.
I mean, you have always supported us and me, and now us together. So we appreciate you so much. More than you know.
No worries. And I'll continue to promote you guys and stand in your corner. And that's for all the fans. You know what I mean? Like this is what we got to do. And if you go to a radio station that's not playing their music, hey, call them up. I know a lot of DJs will say, hey, just because you call doesn't mean that their music is going to get played. But I think if you call enough, they'll probably get flustered enough that they'll eventually play it. You know what I mean?
I should call more myself, but I don't. I don't. So I just wanted to rattle off what we talked about. We have a new single out and available on all digital platforms. If not today, then it will be in the next couple of days. But it's definitely on iTunes, called No Puedo Vivir. Search Angelica y Grupo Moneda. This Sunday, we will be at Stetson Hall on Bandera and 1604. We're coming to Greeley, Colorado. Shout out to Q Productions Promotions. September 15th.
Yep.
We just got announced today that we will be, I will be performing at the TMAs. Shout out to Bino and all the TMA staff. What else?
That means you gotta go. Hey, you know what that means, Tweet? You gotta go spend more money, bro.
A new suit. That's what that means.
You gotta buy your dress for when you sit at the table. She has to buy a dress for when she's gonna perform.
Hey, we got some gigs coming up. Shout out to Milwaukee, of course, Vanessa, the whole team, Leslie, Fela, Luis, everyone out there.
Yeah.
What else? What am I missing? Papo.
Shout out to Papo again.
Lorenzo Banda, our
Studios.
producer, Rockcore Studios. I know I'm forgetting something. Of course, big shout out to Michael Rodriguez with Moneda. Miguel's going to be working with us for the remainder of the year, both Velvet and Moneda. Shout out to Joseph, who worked so hard to get prepped for Milwaukee and our Stetson shows, man. We've been working. We've been working hard. We're going to get back in the studio. We have more music coming y'all's way. But
that's what it's about right there.
Yeah. Just
grinding for a purpose, man. Grinding for a purpose.
Constantly.
My last shout out that I want to give before I end the show, right? The last shout I want to give before I end the show, there was a certain family from the great state of Ohio that graced us with they graced us with their presence every year in Milwaukee, way before I even knew what Milwaukee was. And those are my good friends, La Familia Mancha. La Familia Mancha, if you guys saw them out there, they wrote, look, he wasn't even there, he knows who I'm talking about. Yeah. They roll deep. I think they were like 30 to 40 deep. They're
we
one
met
family
them at the,
that come together.
Yeah.
They're awesome people, right?
They're amazing.
Don't forget that I'm from Michigan. I'm from Detroit,
well, in Ohio area. No, okay.
It's not that.
Okay, calm down, Miguel.
Calm down.
But with that being said, La Familia Mancha has invited Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, Bumper Gomez, to MC their very own Hispanic Heritage Festival, September 23rd, man.
Ooh, we're open that weekend.
It's going to be with our good friends, Grupo Asalto, Los Hermanos, Tejano Sound Band, El Corazón de México. It's going to be, man, the name of the town, I always jack up the name of the town. I want to say it's Gibsonburg, Ohio. That's my guess. I can't read it, but it's Gibsonburg, Ohio, which is close to Detroit. It's not too far from Detroit. But shout out to La Familia Mancha. And again, I'll be out there, guys. Those guys in the Midwest, if you didn't get enough of Bumper talking this last weekend, I'll be up there September 23rd, man.
Shout out to our friends with Asalto. Moneda's also going to be playing at the Tejanitos Toy Drive on November 19th. with the Weekend Warriors.
Shout out to the
So-
Tejano
Shout out to the
Weekend
Weekend
Warriors, Johnny
Warriors.
O,
Yep.
all those
JoJo.
guys, Ace, Jojo Herrera, all those
Yep.
guys, they're doing great things, man.
Yes. Puro Pelo Talk Show, all everybody that supports us. So thank you.
Super Tejano 102, where they make the overdose on the same 50 songs from the same night. Hey, slow your roll. I like Super Tejano 102.
David and Lisa from Greeley.
Really up.
From Greeley, Colorado. Well, maybe
Be there in a couple weeks in the
Bumper will
basement.
make an appearance in Greeley,
Hey,
Colorado.
let's go.
Heck yeah.
Q, maybe one day.
Q.
Hurry up,
Wink,
Q.
wink, wink.
Nah, Q's an awesome guy, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
He has such a big heart. I will tell you, that man. We met him at Fanfare, and he kind of came up to us, gave us his card, and he was like, "Yeah, maybe I'll bring y'all to Colorado." And we were like, "Okay."
But he's the guy you don't want to run into in the alley when it's dark in the middle of the night. That's the guy you do not want to run
What
into.
an amazing, beautiful person. I will tell you that God has only put great people in our path.
Definitely.
Beautiful. I mean, just such great people in
Yeah.
our path. And I'm,
That's how it is, man. That's how it
constantly
works.
blessed, like every day.
Positive vibes, brother,
That's
over
it.
here.
Nothing
That's
but
it.
positive vibes here.
That's all it
for
is.
real. So anyway, thank you so much to all the fans who
Yes.
continue to support our music, continue to support Girls Night. We still get so many spins off of Nunca Fuiste Mío. Just from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you so much for all that you do to continue to, play our music, spin our music, buy our merch, all that good stuff. So thank you.
Guys, don't forget next week, if you didn't get enough of live music, next week, right here, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, Grupo Mesteño, Sincero, they're going to be right here. Maybe releasing a brand new, we don't know. You just going to have to check it out. We'll promote it later on in the week. Safe travels to everybody. Big prayers to all my family in Florida. And everybody that's in the Georgia, the Carolinas, everybody affected by the hurricane that just hit. Our prayers are with you, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Moneda, Angelica, guys, thank you guys so much. And again,
Thank you,
for
Bob.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I really appreciate you guys spending your Wednesday with me. Even though you spent the last 4 days with me, and here you guys
always
are
have
again.
fun, brother.
And again, one more time, just a big shout out to Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta, and all the staff, Fella, Vanessa, Eileen, everybody over there, Dr. Martinez's family. Thank you guys for hosting us on this wonderful, wonderful weekend. We look forward to going back very, very soon. Guys, thank y'all.
Thank you,
Y'all have a
brother.
good one.
Signing out.
Hey, Angelica, Grupo Moneda. You could check them out, right? This weekend.
Sunday, September the 3rd at Stetson Hall on Bandera and
1604.
1604. Come on out. Band plays
have
from
fun with
9
us.
to 12. Bring a dance partner.
Yeah, let's
and
dance.
Ladies, wear those sexy little black dresses, okay?
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. Come on out, girl.
For
Girls
Joseph.
night.
There you go.